Sprigatito.
Oh my god.
Sprigatito.
Stop.
Spriga.
Stop.
And I've been listening to that nonstop ever since that came out on Twitter.
Oh yeah, actually, now that you mention it, should we talk about that later?
What's Sprigatito?
Yeah, sure. That's what it's called.
Sprigatito.
Okay. Anyway, hey
Yeah.
guys.
Welcome back to the Bad End Show. We're doing it at 2 p.m. this weekend because of like scheduling conflicts, and next week, well,
Yeah. We'll figure that out later.
yeah, next week we'll still need to figure out like what time because our schedule's kind of up in the air. Usually we do this at 10 a.m. Eastern, but yeah, things
Yep.
happened. But yeah, I guess the big news this week is that Crunchyroll and Funimation are finally going through with their merger, or rather, like,
Well, technically, it's
I mean-
already been merged.
yeah, I mean, on a practical scale, I guess. Like, the companies themselves have been merged, but it's just been like corporate stuff. But now we're actually seeing what it means for the users, and basically all the Funimation stuff is gonna be moved forward to Crunchyroll, and Funimation is pretty much like a legacy thing at this point.
So is it gonna be up at all, or is it just gonna like redirect or something?
Well, as far as I know, like all the anime that are like currently airing this season that are already on Funimation will continue to get episode updates. But after this season ends, there won't be any new anime added to Funimation at all. But I think the service will still be on. But I'm not sure how long they're gonna keep the service up.
Okay.
And even the like, I can't remember the full name of the corporation, like Funimation something LLC. That's like that's basically like Sony's like arm for like North American streaming. Is gonna be renamed to Crunchyroll LLC too. So it seems like they see Crunchyroll as like being the more popular and well-known brand to focus on. So they're just like scrubbing the Funimation name entirely.
That's kind of hilarious to me, actually, because like Funimation is the older name.
Yeah,
I mean, I can understand why this is just like more like amusing more than anything else.
yeah, yeah. Like there's already a bunch of like Funimation stuff on Crunchyroll now. Although not everything's moved over yet. Like Realist Hero and Genius Prince are still we still have to watch it on Funimation, and a few of the other like current season ones too. But from what I've heard, they should eventually all be moved over to Crunchyroll at some point.
Oh man, I hope these servers can handle it.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm actually mostly happy about this because like we usually watch stuff on the Chromecast, and Funimation's apps always suck ass. Well, even the other stuff like the PlayStation apps, like the Funimation apps on PlayStation would suck ass too. But the Funimation app on Android that we use to craft the Chromecast is like especially sucks ass. So like having everything over on Crunchyroll is like way better for us.
Here's a new theory for you.
Yeah.
What if they never fixed it because they knew it was gonna get canned?
Well, it's been sucking ass since before the whole Crunchyroll Sony.
Well, yeah, but
acquisition,
like
though.
but I mean after that's like, oh, now even more reason not to do anything about it.
Oh, probably, yeah. I mean, we kept having so many problems, like we had like subs for like 3 languages to show up on the screen, like English, Spanish, and Portuguese subs just all covering the screen, and you can't turn like it felt like all 3 of those or nothing. You can't like it's like individual ones for a while, and then there was another time when like subs just won't work at all no matter what, and then other times where it just won't connect to the Chromecast no matter what you do, and it's like
It's good stuff.
yeah. Also, from what like I don't know inside information, but I've heard people talk about how like Funimation is like a pretty shitty company to work on the inside.
Yeah.
I don't know. Although I do have one friend who's like doesn't like this because like he's like he prefers Funimation because Crunchyroll broke their queue system or something, and apparently Crunchyroll has some sort of like crunchy list thing now.
Wait, what's that mean?
I don't know. I think it's like kind of like a playlist that you make or some shit.
Oh.
But yeah,
Okay.
since we only watch like a few episodes at a time anyways, and through the Chromecast, and it doesn't really affect us, so I never really noticed that issue with the queue.
Yeah.
So, but I guess there are some people who would be affected by that.
Yeah, I mean, we can't really just like sweep that under even if we're not personally affected.
Yeah,
But you know what we are personally affected by?
the goddamn Funimation yearly subscription.
I want my money back.
Yeah, like we just renewed it like at the end of last year, and then I think apparently like people who have Funimation accounts who are moving to Crunchyroll get like 2 free months or something like that. When what they should have done was subtract whatever was missing from the rest of their like yearly subscription.
I want my money back.
Actually, I'm not even sure if we would get those like two free months since we already have a Crunchyroll account.
Yeah, I know, that's the problem. I want my money back.
Yeah. At least we're like already paying for Crunchyroll in the first place, so it's technically we're not really losing out technically, but we're cheap Asians, goddammit.
I want my money back.
Yeah. Also, I've been trying to look, like right now we're paying monthly for Crunchyroll. I've been trying to look for it, and apparently they kinda maybe not have a yearly system, but it's hard to get to, and you need people are like all confused about how to get that like yearly subscription thing, and there's confusion about whether it's available only for like some tiers or not. So like, we're at the lowest tier, and I don't think I saw one for that, so it might just still end up being more expensive.
So are they doing some tricky business?
They're doing some. It's definitely some tricky business, or either tricky business or extreme incompetence on their like web service.
I'm
interface.
assuming they're making it intentionally like obscure.
Possibly. But yeah. Man, I wonder if they're gonna see Colin Decker in front of like animated credits or not.
I wonder.
Like he's the CEO of like Funimation, but like instead of having like Funimation in the credits, it's just like Colin Decker, and it was like, what? Like at first when we first saw it, we were like, oh, who's this guy? Is this some like really good animator who went from like the Western world to Japan and like got a job? And like, no, it's just a fucking like investor. And I don't know why, like, just, like every time I see that like show up in the credits, it's just like, yeah, I don't even know why.
So sad. But yeah.
So sad. Hachima plays Spricatito.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But yeah, you wanted to talk about Spricatito?
I guess, was there any more about this that we need to talk about?
The Crunchyroll thing?
Yeah.
I think that covered everything, I believe.
Yeah. So can we just like email support?
Which one, Funimation or Crunchyroll?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
I guess I'll have to do that later.
I'm not really sure how this is gonna work or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, or actually, you know what I would take?
What?
If they just upgraded our service, I'd be okay with that. Potentially.
We don't really get anything from the upgraded service though.
Yeah, but I would feel better about it.
Yeah, that's. Yeah. I guess.
Like, I need the currency of feelings.
Yeah, but if you upgrade the service, I think there's something about like the Crunchyroll store discount, so that's gonna incentivize you to buy figures on Crunchyroll store, which you don't usually do.
Yeah.
Although, oh yeah, they have the like Kobayashi and Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. There's the Toru and Kana figures that seem to be Crunchyroll exclusives, at least for the US.
Yeah.
They look pretty good. Kind of want those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be a thing. But anyway, I guess that's it.
So Spricatito.
So I guess that was it Sunday morning?
Sunday.
Or like last Sunday, I mean?
Time has no meaning to me.
Oh, I think it was last Sunday when they had the trailer drop, but it was, well, technically it was the Pokemon Direct for Pokemon Day, which is the anniversary of when Red and Green were released in Japan. So, yeah, people were pretty much expecting them to do a game drop, and they did it.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised that like we're getting a new game so soon.
Yeah, well, I guess it lines up because it's basically every 3 years ish is a new like generation.
Oh.
So I think we're on 25 years, or is it 26? Something like that. So it lines up pretty well. Yeah, and for whatever reason, like Sword and Shield, like I feel like it just came out, but then it's like, oh, that was pre-pandemic. So it actually
Wait. Sword and Shield was pre-pandemic?
wasn't it?
Wait, was it? Wait, what?
I think so.
What? Wait, oh shit. Wait.
Because it came.
Wait. Was it?
I think so, because I think it came out before Christmas. Like, was it 2019?
Wait. Wait. Did we play it before or after Animal Crossing?
Before Animal Crossing.
Oh shit, man, it's been that long? Oh shit.
So it's like, oh no, it's actually not as recent as you think.
Shit! Man, like, ever since the pandemic started, I feel like I've just been in some sort of like time chamber where
Yeah.
no time passes. My life is at a complete standstill. But yeah, oh yeah, I guess if Spricatito comes out at the end of this year, then yeah, that would be 3 years.
I think so.
Shit. Oh yeah, we still didn't finish Sword and Shield.
Technically,
We didn't finish the base game yet.
yeah.
And we didn't even get the DLC either yet.
Yeah.
And then we played the new Diamond Pearl thing, but we didn't finish that either.
Yeah.
And we only played a little bit of Arceus.
Yeah.
RCS is really good, but like we're just too tired to play lately.
Yeah. Actually, before we move on, that also reminds me of another deadline. Before all this comes out,
Yeah.
I need to deal with my 3DS situation.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
DS/3DS because they're ending service.
For the eShop thing.
Yeah. Well, apparently, like Pokemon Bank or whatever is gonna be free after.
But you need to buy Pokemon Bank before that happens, or download Pokemon Bank before that happens.
I already have it,
Yeah.
but there's other stuff like that I will have to deal with that I kind of want to make sure happens before it goes down.
I can't remember what my deal is with my Pokemon Bank and stuff, so might need you to look into that for me.
Yeah.
Because like I think you've been handling like Pokemon transfer.
Yeah.
But then to also get stuff into Pokemon Bank from older gens, we need to buy the eShop thing with the like the whatever the thing is called, like the emulated version.
Yeah,
The official emulated version.
Yeah, the eShop version. Well, I mean that's basically what it's called.
So yeah, we're gonna get Crystal because that's like the most special one for me.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, what if we buy it on the 3DS eShop and then later on it comes out on the Switch eShop?
I mean, there's a decent chance they'll do that.
But then if we hold off, and it turns out they don't do it, then we can't buy it anymore because they close the 3DS eShop.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to sit down, just to get all my games like sorted out and figure out the situation basically. But anyway, I guess back to the main topic. Scarlet and Violet, they've made a Pokemon about us.
Yeah, it's like our color schemes, except I still don't have my own like actual real model yet.
Yeah, you're just pink.
Damn. But yeah, normally we have to worry about like, oh, who's gonna get which version of the generation, and then now it's like, oh, Scarlet and Violet, it's just our colors already.
Yeah. They decide for us. Can I sue? They stole our colors.
Damn.
But anyway, I guess they seem to be basically headed in the same, or like even deeper into that sort of
Open world.
yeah that they started with Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
Well, I mean for Sword and Shield, obviously it wasn't really. They had the what was the field called
The
again?
wild area?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah, the wild area.
Like that one's like the one where you can actually look around like 360 degrees, but then in cities you have to like follow the same paths and stuff.
Yeah,
Or like the same like locked camera angle mostly. And in RCS is almost fully open world, but it's kind of like Monster Hunter where like you go to each, you have like quick transport to different areas, but then within an area it's like a fully open world.
yeah,
But I guess the new one's just gonna be like fully with like seamless transition between areas.
yeah. That's what the official website made it seem like.
Uh,
So I guess that it's just they've been going more and more each time, which I kind of feel like I guess they've been experimenting / kind of taking things cautiously just to see if people will respond to it well.
yeah.
Which I mean, obviously people have.
I really like how they did it in RCS too, and I hope they keep some like a lot of the same mechanics, like how you throw a Pokeball with your Pokemon to a tree to farm the berries and stuff, or like throw it like against ore, and how I also really like how you just like creep on a Pokemon and just like throw a Pokeball and just catch it directly without having to go into the fight menu.
Yeah, I guess we'll see how it happens.
Yeah. Also need a Sprigatito.
Yeah, so I guess for on the topic of starters, I think those are the only 3 that they revealed so far.
Yeah.
Like everything else that has been shown has been like Pokemon from previous generations, except for, what were you gonna say?
Oh, yeah, like they only showed like more Pokemon and also just very little of the actual like game and environment. Like we
Right.
also saw like a few like windmills and a few like city shots, but not enough to make it really feel unique. Like for a while, I wasn't sure if it was like part of an old game or part of a new game.
Yeah. Well, I think it seems to be it's a Spain-based region.
Yeah.
Like, this is not anything of my own, but I saw someone else's video and like, oh, they basically have a partial map of like Spain somewhere in that like live action portion of the reveal trailer.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Yeah, like, I think it was probably like just a few frames or something.
Huh.
But yeah, that's what seems to be the case. Well, you can actually tell pretty easily from the Pokemon names for the starters.
Yeah.
They have that kind of Spanish like flair.
Sprigatito. Sprigatito. Sprigatito.
So yeah, I guess that we can go ahead and talk about that now, right?
Yeah, everyone loves that the green Sprigatito cat. And it just looks like Carol from Precone.
Yeah, just care, just like this exact same face.
Like there's a exact shot in like season 1 where like she just had some egg or something, and she made that exact face, that exact like happy, slightly stoned cat face.
Yeah. So I guess you're basically gonna start with that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna name it Carol.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I've seen two camps on Twitter where like some people are calling it like, oh, so adorable, or like, oh, it's like the Carol Pokemon. It's like this like adorable Pokemon, and the other camp's like, oh, it's a weed cat.
Oh my god.
And so people have been drawing it with like that like stone red eyes kind of look.
Oh my god. Internet was a mistake.
Yeah. The other starters, some people like them, but I don't really feel as good about with them. Like there's the Elite Miko Baby
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, the fire croc.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I guess I saw some fan art of that. It was pretty amusing. Like, it was just hololive versions of all of them.
Yeah. So Spikatito was like Mio, and then that Firecroc was like Elite Miko Baby, with holding the like rattly thingy.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the duck is just like Subaru.
Well, yeah. So, but yeah, I guess for Pokemon games, we tend to get different starters.
Usually, I mean, I wouldn't mind if we overlap. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like I had to choose something differently. But like, how should I put this? I've picked the grass starter every gen, so like,
except for Arceus.
yeah. Well, that one's a little bit different. It's like
This is like this is basically like a replay.
it's like a side thing or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's sort of different. But yeah,
I mean, we could just go double Spikatito.
I mean we could. But assuming I choose something different, I am leaning towards. Was it Quaxley? Something like
Quackly. Shuba.
that. Yeah, I'm gonna name it Subaru if I do.
Subaru versus Carol.
Maybe.
Yeah, that duck, like, I think the official description is that it's like earnest and hardworking or something. But if we look at it, it just looks like a Yankee to us.
Yeah, well, watch it. It's gonna be like, oh, like hardworking school kid or whatever, and then it's like, oh, gets disillusioned, becomes a punk.
Yeah, this is like Josuke from JoJo.
Yeah, that's my prediction. I'm not sure about this fire croc though.
I just hope it just becomes like some like goofy Elite Miko Baby.
I hope it stays goofy.
Yeah, I hope Sprigatito stays cute because the thing I hate the most about Pokemon is that they have so many cute Pokemon that evolve into like ugly shit. Like it happens all the time, and like, if you look at like the final evolutions of things, like it's full of like cool things and ugly things, and there's very few cute / pretty looking Pokemon in the final evolutions.
They're gonna mess you up.
Yeah, like and like Pokemon XY, like we had like Fennekin was like so super adorable, and Braixen is also like super cute too. That Tsundere, but then it became like Delphox, and it's just like nah.
Now that's something that needs a regional variant to fix mistakes.
Yeah, they didn't make a natural like, cute Delphox. Damn it. And then like there's so much other shit too. Like there's so many cute Pokemon I just catch, and then like, oh, it's so cute, I want to use it for a long time, and then it evolves, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Mismatches.
Oh yeah.
I like the pre-evolution a lot, but then like the final evolution is like, yeah.
Yeah. It's not as charming, I think. But yeah, brace yourself.
I guess they kept it cute in like Sun and Moon though. Oh, it's Sun and Moon because we had like the little like goofy looking like CEO Poplio thing, but then it turns like Primarina. It's like, oh, so beautiful, so elegant, and I really like that. They need to do more of that.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So Sprigatito, keep it cute.
I guess that's basically it for Pokemon. I don't think they revealed anything else for now.
Yeah.
Well, it's the release day is end of the year or something like that.
That's
so
what they say.
it's probably gonna be November like usual.
Well, it could have been delayed too.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they gotta get it out before Christmas. Like or before Black Friday. That's always the target.
Huh.
So they can make sure to sell like bunch.
On Black Friday?
Well, not on Black Friday, but like before is usually when they release stuff, or, like the big hits, so they can like get the most sales, or at least that's the idea. So that's probably when it's gonna happen. No special edition or anything announced yet.
Oh god, you know, like special edition OLED Switch.
If they do, I'm gonna be so mad. We already have 2 Switches.
They did that for like the Switch Lite for Sword and Shield.
Yeah, I know.
Although it was kind of like ugly colors though.
If they have that cat there.
I need that Sprigatito! I need that Sprigatito.
I guess we'll see. Yeah, so more bad decisions coming, guys.
Yeah.
Well, in more, well, I guess technically this is a mobile game if you think about it. The Switch.
Yeah, it is technically a mobile game, so we're still on topic. We're still on point. It's mobile game, and they have like Pokemon anime too, so it's still anime related.
Oh yeah.
It's making excuses.
So which one should we start off with?
I guess you've been doing the Fate Go thing.
Oh yeah, Fate Go. So I guess we just finished the what do you call it, Valentine's event, and now we're on White Day.
Man, I completely skipped out on the Valentine's thing.
Yeah.
I was just too lazy and tired to do White Day. I mean, to do the Valentine's.
I kind of wonder if I should have like rolled for Bazette, but in the end I didn't.
Oh yeah, I did try to roll for Bassett for a while, but then like nothing came out.
Yeah, but now I'm sitting on my quartz. Hopefully I'll have enough for like guaranteed at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, White Day. So it's bros. So I don't think they've announced or what do you call it, released any new servants. It's basically just costume updates for a bunch of people. I think it's 15 total. Glasses.
I guess Mordred and you said Medusa?
Yeah, so it's mostly guys for this one, but Mordred and Medusa get glasses too.
That'd be nice. I definitely want to get those.
Yeah.
Although I'm kind of disappointed, like Mordred, it's a casual outfit from Apocrypha that gets the glasses.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of people really like that outfit, but I don't really like that outfit myself.
Oh. Well, that's what you get, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting those aren't too bad. You just go through story and then like farm out the materials to get them. And it's like the idol event from before where like you can buy or you buy the things in the shop, but then you can also get tickets that will unlock it once you buy it instead of spending the normal materials.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so it's probably worth doing, at least for the characters you like.
Yeah, I'll probably get those two. I don't care about guys.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get them just because I have to complete everything.
Oh yeah, I broke my like completion streak in Fate Go a long time ago, so there's like no point doing that again now.
Yeah.
And I'm hitting that phase again where I just like feel like sick of mobile games. It's like, oh, what am I doing all this for? What's the point? What's the point? Like grinding every day and like logging in every day. And like, yeah.
That's all games.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And in Genshin's, I got Yaimiko C1 somehow. Somehow.
Man, this you is like, oh, like I'm getting sick of grinding. Also you.
Yeah. But yeah, like, I already got a Yaimiko earlier, and then I was just like, oh, I have a few like the quartz equivalent thingy to roll. I was like, oh, I'll just do a 10 roll. What's it in Genshin Impact? Like the amount of pity you have actually transfers over between banners, unlike Preconia and Fate Go. So if you build up like 50 pity on this banner and not get anything, like you'll still count towards like the next banner, so you don't really lose out on things. So every now and then like you can just like do a YOLO roll or whatever. But then suddenly, oh, like 5-star actually pops out and it's like, yeah, Miko.
Wow.
Also, like whenever you get a 5-star, it's a 50-50 chance between being a raid up character or one of the like the basic general pool characters.
Mm-hmm.
I won that 50-50 like 4 times in a row already.
Oh man.
So it's like I got 2 Ganyus and then I got 2 Yaimikos. So it's like, holy shit. Oh yeah, I also got them at a really low pity too. Well, the first Ganyu I had, like I almost hit guaranteed when I got the first Ganyu. But then the second Ganyu was like immediately right after, so it was like pretty much like no pity. And Yaimiko was like barely any pity. And then the second Yaimiko was like almost like no pity. So I just got this like super big lucky streak that I feel like the universe is gonna like try to snipe me somehow.
Oh yeah, you're never getting any more waifus now.
Yeah, like, oh shit. The gacha gods giveth, and the gacha gods taketh.
That's how they teach you a lesson, or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, your suffering is just a trial by God because blah 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 some bullshit blah 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 blah. I don't know.
And then you keep gotching anyway.
Yeah. Bad enemy decisions. And then there's this new event where you can actually make your own domain or some like the old dungeon thingy for other people to play.
Uh-huh.
Which sounds pretty cool on paper. I haven't done it yet because I'm sick of grinding. There's so many events that I still need to do. There's so many like added story stuff. I still didn't do that yet, so I can't even grind the new boss materials or Yai skills. I'm just tired of like games right now. I'm just tired.
Yeah.
I'm just old and tired.
That's always.
As always.
Okay, Granny, go back to bed.
Okay, Boomer.
And I guess one more mobile game.
Oh yeah, Precone.
So Precone, I guess
How-
the detective thingy ended.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh. Well, she's on Raid Up if you want her. One
Eh.
star. You're probably just gonna get her randomly.
Yeah, I was just gonna get it randomly anyway, so there's no point in rolling for her now.
Yeah. But I guess that's over. And then currently Tower Luna's back again.
God, that's one of those things that you need a farm because it barely comes around.
Yeah. I already messed up. Like, I wasn't. I had bad timing, and I quit out too late, and my people died. My main people.
Oh yes, that always sucks when that happens.
Yeah, so now I'm gonna be quite behind. Oh yeah, yeah. The annoying thing about how this is set up is like unless you have a lot of strong characters, you're kind of relying on that main team you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it just takes so much to grind Precone. Like even if you play since launch, unless you actively use like stamina refreshers, you're not gonna have like many like strong people or many like maxed out people rather.
Yeah. Even my backup team, can't do it. So I'm just gonna have to like brute force it and just like make sure to play every day.
I think I have like two teams that are kind of decent or something like that. But it also depends too because like, I have my go to like A team, and then I have that's like my like main one, and I also have this sub team with like the magic team, where like if it's facing an enemy that's weak against magic, then it's good, but if it's not facing an enemy that's specifically weak to magic, then it sucks.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like it's getting worse for me because the scaling at these higher tiers is crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh man.
And sometimes I end up having to use like 2 days worth of resets to get past a boss or some shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm totally expecting that. I'm playing this game because of the anime.
The anime's so good though. Yeah, we'll talk about like the Precone anime later.
But yeah, like how I put this, like if I started off with a game, I'm not sure how long I would last. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I know, right? Me too. Oh yes, it is. Speaking of Precone, we just uploaded this review of Cario, 1/7 scale figure by Fuyu. So check it out, please.
It's full of cats.
Yeah. Let's go. We got Lobo Mina. So this is from GDS Prince Sky, Raising a Nation Out of Depth. Really glad to see her again. What's like Lobo Mina is one of my favorite characters in this show. Well, it's mostly Ninim and Loa that I really like here. So, but like Loa's, like since she's part of the Empire, like she disappeared for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's cute. Yeah, so it starts off like she's like, oh, I invited like Wayne over to this as a delegation to this like important historical summit, so I can like take advantage of him and use and make people think that like Natra's on my side. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna see his like looking Bio Sour. Like it's gonna be so fun. I can't wait to see it. And then like, oh, it's a little sister showing up.
Yay!
You thought it was Wayne, but it was me, Immortal. Falania is cute. Yeah, this arc should be the arc where Falania starts to become like a more like major player, because like up until now she's basically just like framing device.
Exposition.
Yeah, after that her only role is to be an exposition framing device with like the teacher like teaching her about whatever like Wayne's up to.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm excited for this arc because this is the arc where like she has a lot of growth here, and also she like everyone starts to go like, ah shit, like we got another like contender on our hands.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Man, this lower face like eh. Yeah, so this and then we flashback to like when they started out and they were trying to like deal with what to do with the invitation because they're still dealing with like the post-war stuff. But like in the last arc they were busy like fighting against like Kaorin with and like helping the modern forces, and then Martin's like, oh, we're gonna be your battle stage, so you need to take care of us now. Like shit. So Wayne was like, oh, I'm probably not gonna go, and like, oh, Falania's probably like thinking, oh, I can play with her a lot, so she's gonna be happy. So like, he was like nodding at her, and she like nodded back, and she's like, oh look, see, she's so happy. But then like in Falania's mind, she's like, oh, I want to do something to help. Will Wayne want me to help? And then like when she saw Wayne nodding, she was like, oh, he's encouraging me to do it. So just do that. Like I'm gonna go in his place, and everyone's like, the fuck?
Time to shine.
Man, like everyone is just like completely misunderstanding everyone else. That's part of why I love this show. just like the sheer like irony of it.
Is that what it's called?
I think actually I think it is called.
I guess it would be actually.
It is called irony when like the plot device where like two characters like misunderstand each other and you, at the audience you see it like it counts as an form of irony. There's many different forms of irony and I can't remember what the hell it is because I don't remember what I learned in high school.
What was high school?
What is high school?
Yeah.
A place. It's a mysterious paradise full of JKs apparently.
Oh, JK.
My chick JK12, JK12.
Yeah, so basically the situation in the Empire that the anime has. I mean, the anime's been speedrunning a lot of stuff, so we haven't had much time to explain. But basically, like the emperor, the emperor like got sick, and so it's like so everyone was worried, and then they thought that like the oldest prince was gonna take over, but then like but doing when he was sick and bedridden and collapsed, like the oldest prince couldn't like consolidate power, and then meanwhile his little brothers were like fighting against him, but they couldn't overthrow him either. So the emperor woke up and like why are you also useless? None of you are my heirs. I'm not letting what's the word called?
What? Wait. What?
Declaring. I'm not declaring any of you as my like successor.
Oh, I guess.
So he got pissed at them for like being such like useless dicks, and also like he wouldn't name Lomina as the successor because like let's just be frank, he's a sexist bitch.
Okay.
So that's why like, we saw like Lomina being so jaded in some of the flashbacks before because like she found like since she's a woman like everyone wants her to like stay out of politics, whereas like she's like way more capable than all her brothers, so she's just like pissed off at everyone else. So yeah, so the emperor got pissed and like, okay, I'm not proclaiming any of you my successors. Fuck you guys. None of you deserve this. And then he died.
Yay!
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 Yeah, it's like son of a bitch was up and died. And so now the Empire's I think at this point it's been like 2 or 3 years since the Empire's like been without a natural emperor, and like the three princes are trying to fight over the throne, but then they each have like different backers and they each refuse to reach a compromise, and they're also all like idiots. I mean, the oldest one is the biggest idiot before, but the other ones are also idiots too.
Oh, see, the impression I was getting is like this happened suddenly, not like a couple years after, and they were still fighting.
Oh, because it's been a couple years like within the timeline of the show at this point.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, I thought it's what?
Yeah.
What you mean from like the first episode?
I think so. Yeah.
What? Huh?
Well, technically, the light novel starts off before the first episode started because the first episode started when the emperor already died. Oh yeah, so yeah, this has been a few years. But yeah.
What? I thought this was like a couple of months.
What? No.
What?
They went on like 3 different like military campaigns at this point.
Well, yeah.
They can't do that in like a couple of months.
Yeah, but it's anime. It's anime.
Okay, sure, whatever. But yeah, so far there's been 3 factions that have been warring, and then in the second arc we saw how like Lomina used Wayne to try to intercept the rebellious people and like uncover their plans. So after that, like it placed her on the stage, but then she's basically what she's been doing is she's been presenting herself as like, oh, I don't want the throne for myself. I just want everyone to like come together and stop fighting for the sake of the people. So she draws like so she became like the patriot faction, where people who are concerned for the future of the empire like gather around her. So like she's pretending to be like this saintly thing when like she actually wants the throne for herself too.
Sus.
Yeah. So like finally it's like, man, this woman's the worst.
Sus.
Yeah, so they didn't explain really well in the show either, but they have this party thing where it's on the surface is to celebrate like this Myotar's merchant city, like having like being like part of the empire's rule, but also like having like it's like self-governing independence a little bit for like a couple of years or something like that. So it's a party like celebrate an anniversary of whatever that city is. But what everyone's really here for is because it's the Imperial Summit.
Okay.
But in the Imperial Summit, like only the Imperial children are allowed to attend. So all the important nobles from like different parts of the empire and from different countries, they're like on surface at this party, which is basically an extension of the thing, but just not on paper.
Okay.
Yeah, so like the woman just like grab Falania's hand, like it looks like just like pulling along, like just running, like let's like just friendly, just go together. It's basically just her like trying to show everyone like Natra's on her side, and Falania's like being duped into it.
She's the worst.
Yeah. That's why I like her though.
Okay, get this Mordred out.
Oh shit, she has like Mordred. Oh yeah, me and my Bond girls with ponytails.
Get her out.
But, yeah, these are three princesses. That's the oldest one. That's the middle one that like looks big, and the youngest one. They're all idiots and they're all dicks.
See, that middle one makes like he should be like 10 years older than everyone else.
Yeah, he's like the militant one. So he's actually part of the army and like one of the commanders. So his faction is almost entirely made up of like army people. So they're all muscle heads. We're all about fighting and like can't think for shit. And the old guy is like because like he's like the traditionalist. Like tradition dictates like the oldest should be the one who takes the throne. Blah blah. So all the conservative traditionalist people who are full of shit like backing him, and he himself is also full of shit too. And then the youngest one, he's going around making like false promises to a bunch of like different places and provinces. Like, if I become the emperor, I'll give you all this stuff. So he's full of like nouveau rich, or I don't know how to pronounce French.
Nouveau.
No, yeah, that shit.
Yeah. So like the
like new money people.
Yeah.
Like all the people who are like just starting to like rise up into riches or into the aristocracy and don't really have much of a faction by themselves. They gather around him. So they're all basically all like scheming bitches too. I mean, of course, like Lomina's like the biggest scheming bitch, but
yeah. Okay. But I guess she's doing more scheming in this one.
Yeah, she's trying to like bait him into like making an agreement to like announce Natra support, and she's doing like this like fake crying and all these like cute faces and stuff, and like I just love her.
Yeah, she's sus.
Yeah, she's like, and then it's just like I'll tell Wayne you don't wait.
Maybe she did.
Maybe she did.
Yeah.
Man, this face is really good. I like this.
Yeah, the Mordred face.
Mordred's more of the cool, like abrasive type though. She's more like the pretty type.
Depends on your definition, I guess.
I guess.
This is definitely a Mordred face. Look at that.
Yeah. Okay, this one is a Mordred face.
But this is the same face from a different angle.
Yeah. Well, it's a different expression she's making too. But oh
I
my
guess.
god, man, I'm totally typecasted.
Yeah, exactly. Get out of here.
And then this part's like the mayor. The mayor of the Miotarch is taking Falania around, like sightsee around the city. And then this is the citizens' assembly where they basically have like different like merchants and the public just coming on and like debating policies before presenting it to the main government.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, like for a little girl like you, like this thing what aqueducts isn't gonna be interesting, but Falania is like just like super intense, just watching them. And so the mayor's starting to get a sense like, okay, this girl like right now she's nothing, but there's something going on.
Uh-huh.
Like there's something inside this girl that's gonna like probably go up and be big. Oh yeah, and you like arm wrestle the imperial princess.
Oh yeah, what was going on here again?
Oh, like basically she just came over for tea time and she's just like trying to like go in him, and like he's like, you want to know what happened in the summit? You want to know? And Nim's just like fuck this bitch and like.
Crimes.
And then this guy barged in, the oldest prince. Oh yeah, they skipped over it, but in the night before this meeting happened, he actually sent assassins after Falania.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because like he was pissed. He was pissed because like for him the position like being like the oldest son is like important, so he's pissed that like Natra didn't send like the oldest like crown prince. They sent this like little sister over instead, so he sees that in his insult. And at the party, he actually talked about about dissolving the alliance between them because of this before like Nomina and the other brothers like smoothed it over. And then he's also pissed that like the mayor's like taking her around a tour as if the mayor thinks like she's more important than him. So I mean, he's like a self-important, like pompous idiot.
But he's supposed to be doing this meeting, like, or whatever, conference, whatever you want to call it. Like, he doesn't have time to be touring.
Yeah, well, it's not just the touring, but just like, oh, like someone else is getting more attention than me, or like that kind of thing.
Huh.
So yeah, so at first like, he sent assassins after her, but then like Ninim and Nanaki, like the other clan that serves Falania, like they killed all of them. So he's pissed off, like God damn it, how do I deal with them? So he's like, I want to torment this bitch. So he came here to like try to propose like a marriage between them. So it was like, oh, like once they're like married and stuff, like he can like torment her as much as he wants, and no one can say anything about it.
Yeah, actually, I think when we were actually watching this, I was thinking two things, like, oh, he's definitely gonna try to kill her, and then that never didn't actually show up on screen. But
he actually did try to kill her.
Well, yeah, exactly.
This happened afterwards.
Yeah, so see, without knowing that, I thought like, oh, maybe he's actually trying to scheme something, like, oh, instead of killing her, like, oh, get married, and then like use that as some like pretext for an invasion or something like that. Like, oh, what if she gets killed somehow? And then needs to, I don't know, some weird nonsense. But it's like, oh no, it was torture. The plan was torture.
See, you're assuming he has brains.
See, that I was holding out, but
yeah, this guy does not have brains.
Okay.
But yeah, so he came to pressure her, but like Falania's like actually holding still because of her like experience with the citizens assembly and like taking care of like mannerisms, and like she learned how to like talk and like project herself as a leader. So like to everyone's surprise, like she didn't back down, but she's also using an excuse like, oh, this is too important, I can't decide by myself. Like I need my brother to decide, so like I have to hold off and like refusing to give an answer. And then bang, Wayne shows up, and so that excuse just went out the window.
Yeah, this is how it ends, right?
Yeah, this is how it ends.
But yeah, actually, one of the things that kind of bothered me about this episode, is like it kind of cuts from like that whole assembly thing that she watched, and then suddenly like we don't actually see any of it.
Oh yeah,
or rather, we don't see her like absorbing like the knowledge or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's like it feels a little awkward, to be honest.
Yeah, they should have showed. She was there for like multiple days too.
Yeah.
Like this actually like caused a span of several days. So she would go there like every day and just like to sit there for from like morning to like late at night, just watching them before like coming back.
Okay, because like the impression I got was more like maybe she's learning, but she's like rather than like using what she learned or whatever. Like I was thinking more like she was refraining because she's in over her head, that type of thing.
Oh.
Which I guess is not the intention then.
Yeah. No, like she is in over her head too. And she realizes that, but she's using what she learned as a way to like stand her ground rather than like caving in.
Yeah. Okay, it gives me a different impression than what it should be.
Yeah, and then Wayne came and like kind of ruined it up.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, my brother's not here, so I can't do anything. And like, oh, Oni-chan, kita yo.
Yeah.
Like, damn it, Wayne.
So, that's the thing. Oh, this thing.
Oh yeah, this thing, Kenja.
Oh, which Kenja?
The gender bend Kenja.
Kenjas.
Like, she professed herself the pupil of the wise man.
I think we were behind for a while, so we watched several episodes.
Yeah.
So I guess we might have to go through this fast.
Yeah, they kind of speed ran over it, but like nothing really important happened. Well, I mean, I guess stuff happened that was important, but the show just like skipped over it, so as if it wasn't important.
Oh, okay.
So it was like, oh, zombie outbreak, summon all the Valkyries. Valkyries like just one shot everything somehow.
Yeah, and then there's like this like supreme demon dude, like not in charge.
Well, there was a demon dude underground that she.
Oh wait, it's a different demon.
There's a demon dude underground that she beat up, and then there's like a half demon zombie or some shit.
Oh, in the sky?
Yeah, the one in the sky.
Oh, and they combined their weapons, but except for they didn't, and I was disappointed.
Yeah, like, man, I was hoping for that like tokusatsu like Power Ranger shit, where like, oh, you have the gun, but then you attach a sword to it, and then you attach a bow to it, and you attach a dagger on the side of it, and you attach a bigger gun on it, so it becomes a super big gun that you all shoot together and like make a super effective like big blast shot.
Yeah.
But nah, they just disappointment happened.
I was so sad.
Yeah.
But then
Man, when I was a kid, I actually had the like Power Rangers toy that like would combine you into that giant thingy.
I didn't. Sad. Anyway, so I guess there was that, and then there was the Demon Underground. Wait, was that like the same one as like the place they were trying to look for the other ninja guy?
It's a place where like they were trying to look for Soul How, the necromancer.
Oh yeah. And then like after all of this, like let's go back home for some or whatever. We're done.
Oh yeah, because like she basically just came there just to find Soul How, so like since she couldn't find him, she had to go back to Solomon.
Yeah.
But she did find this guy who's another player got trapped into the world.
I guess like he seemed sus at first, but like I guess he alright.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool dude, although I don't really know much about him yet. But yeah, since he actually like faced a lot of like suffering here, like he tried to create this skill to like do as much good as possible. Also, man, his character design makes me think of like Tales games.
Yeah. It's what's his face?
Tales of Vesperia.
Oh, I guess it could be too.
Or Tales of the Abyss.
I was just thinking of this.
Yeah, although like, if you color swap the hair, then it kind of looks like that, like Yuri or whatever.
Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, things happen. And then
you get to starting to find like traces like the other like Kenja. So there's like Nyanyamalu,
something like that.
some cat thing that's like, oh, it's probably belongs to like this other Kenja. And then like when they sent guys to like, farm this iron ore, this like Chinese looking girl came up.
Yeah, mainland. Like all Chinese girls.
Oh yeah, all
Chinese girls are named that in anime.
they're either named Mei or Lin or Mei Lin.
The three horsemen.
No, it's the three Chinaman.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, even like Canada was like Wang Mei Lin.
Oh yeah, she's one too.
Yeah. And then like in original Macross it's like Lin Min Mei.
Seriously, are these all a reference to something?
No, I think he's just like the stereotype that Japanese people have of Chinese people.
Oh, okay, just like all Americans named Bob.
Yeah. Or Jack.
Maybe.
Jack is back. But yeah, like when her voice, I thought like, oh shit, is it the like Xiangling in Genshin Impact? And I looked it up and like it is the same voice actor. Like the voice is just so like specifically unique between like these two. Like it's almost a perfect match.
Oh man.
But then when I actually looked in like the voice actors like roles and stuff, there's actually a whole bunch of roles like Sakura from Nosaki-kun. Like sounds actually. Now that I think about it, like, yeah, I can hear it actually.
Good job destroying your argument.
There are other characters too where like it sounds like pretty different, but like this one and Xiangling was like, it's the exact same voice.
Is he gonna show up more? Probably.
She's the kind of character you would like.
Yeah, maybe. Depends.
Yeah, I haven't actually read up to this part in the light novel, so I don't know what happens from here.
Yeah, but I guess like they're gathering that stone because they needed to go down to that like library dungeon thing.
Yeah, the Wunderkammer.
Yeah, so it's some ridiculous name. Like
I think Wunderkammer is a German word.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's quite ridiculous.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
Like I think it showed up in a different light novel I read before too, like the word Wunderkammer, and it's like a sort of workshop kind of thing, but I don't know what the actual like translation is.
Well, anyway.
So at the academy it means like, oh, this dog.
Oh yeah,
Dog or cat teacher?
I'm not sure. Well, I guess the dungeons under the academy or something like that.
Something like that. It's supposed to be like a reference library kind of thing.
Yeah. But then she gets recruited.
She's recruited. Apparently, they have this thing where like the different like, departments of magic have this symposium where they show off every now and then. But then, like, since it's supposed to be for the academy, but for some reason they could just like, just have this random girl from out of nowhere just be a representative of that evocation.
Yeah. At first, I was like, oh man, are they just gonna try to pass her off as like a student? It's like, no, not even.
Not even like when she appeared, like they were like, oh wait, who's that? It's just a little girl. Wait, she's not one of our students.
Yeah,
like no one even cared. Yeah.
Like, wait, why?
I guess it doesn't matter as long as someone shows something from the School of Magic.
I don't know. This is a farce. Maybe she should get her teaching license revoked at this
Yeah.
rate.
Also, like the elder towers where like all like the wise men have their like their own tower thingy, and those also serve as like kind of like research facilities for like their school of magic that other people use too.
Oh, see, I didn't get that impression at all.
Yeah,
I thought it was just a big bank.
Yeah.
Oh, so wait, what? What is that? Is that how this world is?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just like,
The anime just skipped over like so much.
oh, I thought they just had really big houses.
No, they're kind of like giant like university buildings for like their like subject matter.
Oh,
So I don't even know why this academy exists separately.
oh, so wait, it's basically like, how would I put this? It's like a skyscraper, and then the owner is like the one in the top floor,
Yeah.
like the penthouse.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not anything. That's not anything of what I imagined. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, see, I was so confused about like what all this was.
Yeah. This adaptation does not do a good job at like conveying stuff in the story at all.
Yeah, I'm still not really sure what the story's about.
Yeah.
Oh, but then like, oh, sexy lady.
You like impress people. You need to summon a sexy lady.
Yeah.
Always works, guaranteed.
Oh, guaranteed money back.
Oh yeah, and then they had this like guy from the sorcery department that's just noble or some shit, and like why do they always have this guy that like just talks shit and like a gangster everywhere, even though it's a part is like a school. Well, I'm not sure if he's a student or a teacher at this point.
Oh yeah, see, it kind of seemed like he was actually a student at the end.
Yeah, they kind of seemed like he was a student, but like at the beginning, it kind of sounded like he was a teacher. Plus, he was talking shit against the teacher.
I don't know. Yeah, whatever. He a punk. That's the point.
Yeah, he just feels like so like that's so stereotypical, like spoiled rich brat that it just feels like off-putting.
Well, yeah. It's like, oh, his fire magic be all fancy or something.
Yeah.
But not really. It's like very like
All
powerful, but like
all flashy, but no practical effects.
yeah.
So he
Well, it's also flashy in the way that's like sloppy. Like
Yeah.
oh, he summoned like a million fireballs, but like most of them was missed or some nonsense like that.
and he had to do that like long ass chanting to prepare spells. So Mira just like snapped her fingers and then just had all her dark knights around him.
Yeah.
Oh, she's psycho, da. I wanna figure it was like this outfit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess that.
Man, we went through like 3 episodes.
Yeah, it's not much I want to say about this one.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. And this one's my favorite thing.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, Rora finally appeared. Well, she technically appeared like at the end of like the previous episode, but she just popped out like Cleopatra and just like, oh, I came here to get married, and just like just end it. Yeah, this season, I mean, I need water.
Episode
Yeah, this episode
sponsored by water.
sponsored. Crap, what are water brands around here?
Aquafina.
Oh yeah, there's an actress called like you just saw it's like stage name like Aquafina, and like
Yeah.
how did they not get sued for that?
Because she spelled her name differently.
Like how does that work?
I don't know.
Yeah, so this episode we get to see more like Laura's like scheming side. So and what are we talking about? Oh yeah, so she told me talking about like how like Lycia's like getting angry, like what the hell are you doing here? Like you're a princess, and she's like oh yeah, I came here to like give legitimacy and save my people, the same like what Lycia like pretty much did in the beginning.
Uh-huh.
And she's also about like oh we need to have like CMs on our like dual broadcast channel.
Oh no.
We could get like advertisements invaded in every world.
Oh my god. The corporation's already taking over.
What the hell is this? Oh, I think that's.
Oh, did you put something?
I think my screenshot program like worked out and like did some weird shit. Let me check. There's no like other like weird shit here.
Oh, maybe that's a weird flash I saw earlier.
Maybe.
So we good?
Yeah.
Oh, do you need to refresh to make sure it's fine?
Should be fine.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, so basically, like she had like the other guy Colbert. Like, I can't remember if that's a reference to, like Stephen Colbert or not.
Wait, why would it be?
Like why else would someone know the name Colbert?
I mean, that's a pretty like normal French name.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I've literally never heard of anyone else named Colbert.
Eh.
Apologies to French people everywhere.
Oh my god.
But yeah, basically she and Colbert have been like fighting against the like her father and like the Prince Julius. Like those two always like take money and like spend it on the military, and so she's been pretty angry about how like they couldn't like use out all the money like making jobs and food instead.
Mm-hmm.
So she revealed that, like all those uprisings that kicked Julius out of the city, like that was all like her doing actually.
Dun dun dun.
So yeah, I told like the whole time like there's like the plot from that like Duke Carmine who was trying like to do like the fake rebellion in the country, and then there's like so much plot on top of that to like go along with that and then use that as an excuse like to invade Amadonia and like take over like Van, which they ended up doing, and then they thought that was gonna be the end of it, but like that was like all this was actually moving according to Rora's plot afterwards to like get Amadonia like, absorbed into Elfrieden as a vassal state, or besides that, Vassal just has like just a fully like integrated territory.
Oh, like rather than like a vassal, like an well, not independent, but what would you call it? Like sort of separate thing.
Yeah, so they just become like fully like she laid out this plan to like chase out her own like family and get them to like join as like one country instead. Because like for her like she sees like it's like the only way to save her countrymen in this country that's like full like all the people in power are, like full like military hotheads, and then like they don't have any money, they don't have any food. So she was like, okay, the only way to save them is like get under the graces of like the country next door. And so she was like planning this whole time to like manipulate Soma into like having to take the entire country into his grasp.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I like how like she's actually one of the most like competent ones among like all the like queen candidates, I guess, that he ends up having. Like the other ones are competent too, and well, the other ones are all like competent in terms of martial ability. Was that they're all like really good fighters, and some of them are like good command. Like Juna and Licia are like decent commanders too, but in terms of like government and politics and economics and everything, like Rora's like the really like smart one. So that's why like she's probably my favorite in among that like group.
Yeah.
Licia's up there too though. I like Licia and Laura both. But yeah, so basically she's laying out that like pretty soon the not Vatican country is gonna like try to like contact him, because like that country like really hates like the Grand Chaos Empire on the west side, because like all the people call Maria as the saint, so they see her as like a false saint, and like if they can't accept her because then they will like undermine their own authority. So like she's predicting that like the like church is gonna contact him soon and try to like set him up as like the holy king, and like warning him like, okay, they're gonna try to create like the holy kingdom of Elfrieden to counteract the empire.
Man, that's so goofy.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty realistic too. Like even in real life, like the church and the state has been like really closely tied in Europe.
Oh well, no. I'm talking about the whole like, oh, she's unacceptable, acceptable because people call her the saint, rather than her saying she's the saint.
Well, I mean,
No, I mean, I can. I'm not saying it's unrealistic. It's just like stupid.
yeah. Well, it's more like any saint that isn't created by them is a threat to them.
Yeah.
Because that state pretty much like creates saints as like political tools, so they can't have like other saints running around.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, man, it's like this like false like play acting like, oh, do you want me? Hoshi, can I? and she's just like this little like bratty tanuki, and like so like when she acts cute, it's like man, like she's definitely like plotting something.
Yeah.
You can never take her at her word when she's doing like this kind of face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess there was just leftover. What the heck? What the hell?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, I thought he deleted that already.
Yeah, that's why you gotta refresh.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it broke?
It's back, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, Lucia's just like worried about like the whole like succession thing because like she's part of like the actual real royal family.
Mm-hmm.
But then Rora's like I don't give a shit. I just want a business. I just want a business. I don't need to. I just need to start a profitable business.
Oh my god.
It's like the real like merchant spirit. And this like adorable face scheme, full of schemes.
Well, there is. It's still an issue though,
Yeah.
because like, say in the future, assuming there's kids, like even if she's not like interested, they could be an issue in the future.
Yeah. Well, she's planning on having like the kid like. She's even planning for like her own kids to like, not be part of like the royal succession, but to inherit the company that she wants to start instead.
Right.
And like they didn't do it in the anime, but like in the book, like on this part, like it's almost thinking like wait, like okay, Licious is responsible, but then like Juna, like she only cares about like being an idol, and then Aisha only cares about like food. Rora only cares about like merchant stuff. So it's more like they're probably gonna have a fight over who because none of them want to be like king instead. Like, oh, you have money to put like Daga Kotowalu. Pretty interesting. Like they translate it as like nothing doing, but like I guess they're trying to do that to make it clear that like they're both using the same phrase that's not commonly used.
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm not really sure.
But like they said like Daga Kotowalu, but it's like that like JoJo reference.
Is it a JoJo reference?
I don't think I've heard it like people don't usually say like Daga Kotowalu like just by itself without being a reference though, right?
I mean, no. Doesn't have to be a reference.
I mean, I feel like if you say it as part of a longer sentence, then it's normal. But you say it just by itself, it feels awkward, like grammatically.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking it's not necessarily a reference. It could just be slang.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it could be a reference. I don't know.
Yeah, so afterwards, like, gets scolded by Maria. Although, in the book, they actually had this conversation with Maria before that revealing what happened with Aurora. And, like, it's kind of like, sounded like, oh, they were having, like, like this was before they revealed about the whole, like, annexation thing. But so it was just about, like taking Oroban. So, like, he was having this conversation with Maria over this Zoom meeting about why he took Oroban and stuff. And then they're, like, having amiable stuff, and then like Maria just like, okay, now that's settled, and she had a stern face like, why did you end up annexing the entire country? And that was when like the reader first got the idea like, oh, he didn't just take Ban, he took like the whole country. So like as a reader, it's like, huh, wait, what's going on? So I'm kind of a little sad they didn't do it like that way, because like I just really like the scene in the novel.
Oh.
But yeah, this is the thing I've said before about like how he was talking about basically like the Helsinki Accords from like our real world history, and how it matches like the Mankind Declaration on that they have like the Empire doing on the side.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was actually it's supposed to be mentioned like several times in like different negotiations, but I guess they just never bothered like putting it up in the anime until now. So yeah, like, and the thing about like this episode like coming out like, around this time is that what he's doing with Ban is pretty close to what Russia's been trying to do with the surrounding countries.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like, like obviously like we like since we see it as like part of a story, like we can say like, oh like the protagonist isn't planning to do anything evil, so like it's definitely not like the same thing as what Russia's doing, but the whole like justification being used is kind of similar, so it's kind of awkward watching this part at this time.
Yeah. Well, I guess the thing for this one too that makes it more like palatable for a reader is like the way it's presented is like, oh, the country as a whole wants this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Rather than some like breakaway region.
That's why like a lot of things that are like quote unquote that are like morally wrong in real life are more like lenient towards in fiction, because like in fiction you can always make it so like, okay, like these people actually have like good intentions. You like because like the author's word is basically like God's words.
Right.
So you can be clear like, okay, this person has good intentions, or like, okay, this person's doing this for good reason, or this person just, or like this is like purely for the benefit of these people, or like, okay, we know for sure that like nothing's bad's gonna happen out of this. But so like so when we actually look at it from fiction, like it's something that's like where we can accept. But a lot of the things like in real life, because you inherently can't know the real intentions behind people. Like you can't accept a lot of the same tropes that happen in fiction.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's plenty of fictions where you're not certain about that sort of detail either.
Oh yeah, there definitely is too.
But yeah, like I guess the main point is like the author, like not just for like the story, obviously, like just in general, can dance around topics.
Yeah.
If needed.
Yeah.
Just like that whole, just like the whole Dore thing.
Oh yeah, like how like every fantasy thingy has like slave stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That was a mistake.
Yeah.
You know I'm right.
Yeah, I know. Like I guess I wouldn't mind it as much if like it's just part of the setting, because like that's kind of how like a lot of like cultures, like even in our like real world history, like even like cultures that don't have contact with each other, they end up like having like slavery. I mean, it exists in like many different forms. Like most people think of like slavery as like the European colonization, but other countries have like slavery in different forms. But so that's like not necessarily the same. But usually most cultures end up developing that in some sense.
Yeah.
So if a story has slavery in its setting, I feel like that's not necessarily a mark against it. But when the main character, especially if it's an isekai main character,
Yeah.
especially with like isekai main character with like modern values like against isekai, then how that character ends up dealing with the slavery is what like determines how like distasteful the story is.
Right. I think that's the main thing. Like, I guess it is. I think there is a difference between, say, background setting kind of thing versus like being directly involved somehow or another.
Like Rising of the Shield Hero. Rising of the Shield Hero gets like so convoluted with that, and like it's like I actually enjoy the story a lot, but like the way it deals with slavery is just like so like airheaded and distasteful.
Yeah. Also, I'm thinking about what was it, like the middle of the first season or whatever. Like things were a little bit weird.
Oh yeah, like oh yeah, man.
Let's just leave it. Should we just?
People tried to like, what do you call it? They tried to like free her from slavery, and like Rothschild was like, wait, if you really care about slaves, then why don't you have a slave with you too? And I'm like well, at the what? What? Like I think I can understand what the intent was, where it's like where it's like, oh, like if you really care about slavery, then how come you're not doing anything like practical effect, like help someone in that who's badly affected?
Yeah.
But it just did not come across like well at all.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
At all, like shit. Like what the?
Yeah. That's definitely a good example of when you know the intent, but the execution is, yeah.
Yeah. Although later on, like there's also like, you know how like his shield has like different things where like different abilities, and like part of the whole like slave shield, where like it powers up like party members who are slaves.
Yeah.
So like that leads to like some like really like bullshit justifications down the line. So I'm like, I'm not sure the author actually has good intentions.
Oh,
I
man.
think the author is just like shitty.
Like, as in, the writing is kind of like wonky, or is it more like a character type of thing. Like,
I think the character of the author is like really questionable.
oh, could be.
Like it might show up like in the second season that's about to air. So
Oh yeah, I think it's spring, right?
it's next season. I
Yeah.
think. So like we might see that, but yeah, like some pretty questionable shit happens.
Oh man, rising of questionable ethics.
Yeah. But yeah, so like so I don't like that, and then there's there's some isekai where like the character just ends up like just buying a slave and just like keeping them without question. Like, oh, people just do it, so I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll just like do it too.
Yeah.
And just it doesn't even come up with like any other justification apart from that, and it's just like
Yeah.
questionable ethics.
Yeah.
Although I guess the way I like it most is like in Realist Hero, like he's like since he's actually in a position of power, he's actually trying to work towards like getting rid of like the slavery system.
Uh-huh.
And I like this. That's part of the reason I like the series a lot, because like a lot of series they actually don't like completely ignore slavery and or just like play along with it, or they try to abolish it, but in a very like how is it lackluster.
I think I know. What
Like
you get.
in a really carefree manner, where they pretend like, oh, okay, it's all over, like everything's okay now, but like when like if that actually happened, that would lead to like mass chaos across the country, and
Kaiho.
yeah, like it would actually lead to like a really big like societal collapse.
Mhm.
So yeah, I prefer stuff like this hero where like he's trying to get rid of slavery, but he's doing it like step by step and like actually considering like how to do it in a way that won't like cause things to go out of control.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, later on like, oh, like we're having 60 times, like no, we're just doing tax laws.
Oh, taxi time.
Taxi times.
That just kind of makes it sound like they just went on an Uber.
Yeah. But yeah, later on he gets a wife that is an Uber.
Oh my gosh. Is it just a car?
It's spoilers, so I probably shouldn't say. So
Okay. I hope it's a transformer. Transformer waifu. Here we go. Elizabeth, Ali-chan.
yeah,
Mark II.
yeah, and like okay, so like since Aurora's like part of the scene now, like I'm pretty happy. Finally got to the part where like I was waiting for like this whole time. Like I've been waiting like since the beginning of the first season, like finally like see her like join the scene. Now it's your bullshit.
Oh my bull. This is my favorite. I love the show.
I would say like this is probably like the best show of the season, possibly.
Internet agrees.
Although every now and then you see some people who are calling the show like cringe and stuff because of fan service, and I'm like yeah, like, the fan service is there, but it doesn't feel out of place.
I think how would I put it? I think the execution of the fan service, what do you call it, makes a big difference between what I would consider like cringe or not cringe.
Yeah, because like it fits with the character and it fits with the situation that they're in, so it doesn't feel like it's like crammed in just for the heck of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a lot of shows do like really horrible like or awkward things where like they just like cram in some like fan service shot just for that makes absolutely no sense at all.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just like, oh, protagonist, whatever, doing some like normal thing, but then somehow physics of the universe change and they somehow trip, and then like, I don't know what happens, like boobs be jiggling, and somehow the clothes come off, and the hands are on there somehow.
Yeah.
Like completely unprompted,
Yeah.
even. Like,
Yeah, so I feel like the fan service in this show is like actually way more like integrated and smoothed over.
Uh-huh.
Also, I feel like if you're complaining about fan service in this show, I feel like I feel like you're just like ignoring like all the other good things about it.
Yeah. And I think for this one, it integrates better with the whole romance aspect, to be honest, versus like a lot of other things. It's just there. What do you call it? It's more for the viewer, to be honest, and it doesn't really affect the characters that much.
Yeah, like literal fan service. Whereas
Yeah.
this one like it's actually part of the whole story.
Yeah. But anyway, Juju-sama.
Juju-sama is so cute.
Man, it's just like seeing baby photos of your like, you're like,
Oh yeah, it's like seeing baby photos.
it's like oh so cute.
Yeah, and she's just like, yeah,
Oh, she's still a baby,
yeah. Like little sister is like this big.
big little sister.
Yeah, so I guess like the little sister is the one that actually made all the social media accounts, and like was posting all these photos.
Yeah, because I guess she's not actually that into it.
Yeah, like she doesn't care, but then like the sister is like, oh, I want to have like all these people see how cute my sister is.
Yeah, so actually, like I was thinking about this, like she didn't come up with her cosplay name like the little sister did.
Yeah, Juju.
So, yeah, but like the little sister's name was like what was
Had-
it?
It had Joe in it
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So I wonder, like, is that from her name instead somehow?
She probably didn't intend it that way.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But like, I think it's really cool. Like, oh, like there's two Jews, so, like, there's two sisters.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what it kind of feels like.
Oh, I didn't notice this when we were watching because like they went through it like really quickly, but like how it's framing her face like through these like hanging wine glasses.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there's some really good composition. I've seen some pictures like this in real life too,
yeah.
and like, oh, I really like this.
This is pretty good.
Yeah.
What are they gonna say? Like, oh yeah, they mentioned it later on, but like, oh, where are these fancy gardens or whatever? Where you to go for your shoot? It's like, it's their house. So this is probably their actual kitchen.
Oh shit! Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it's kind of implied they seem to be from a rich family.
I mean,
or at least a well-off one.
I mean, they have a garden.
Yeah,
I mean,
they-
how many people in Japan have a garden in Tokyo?
Yeah, they don't have life forms other than humans in the city.
It's all concrete. There's no greenery.
Oh. But anyway, it's like,
And then the father just has it like this like super expensive DSLR for the hobby and like
Yeah,
all the photography gear too.
yeah, so it's like, oh, they're just borrowing it.
They're definitely rich kids. Oh yeah, they also both go to like that private girls' school.
Oh yeah, yeah. But anyway,
Huh. If you look closely, like this looks like an actual like photo.
in before it's like the director or something like that.
Like I think that's an actual photograph of someone that they just put through a filter to make it like more vague. Whereas like this one looks like an actual like anime screen cap thing.
Well, yeah, just like real life.
Yeah. So man, like this like attention to detail to make it look like real life. Is, like,
Yeah.
I love this about this show. Oh yeah, like when her like little sister like praising her, it's like yeah, so cute.
Pretty cute.
Like I'm really like warming up to her like really quickly. So I don't know who's I don't have like know like who's gonna be my favorite character, but like I like her a lot right now.
She's pretty cute. Oh yeah, that that garden.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now like the reality of like photography.
Yeah.
Like oh $3,000 camera. I was like what lens sold separately.
Yeah, yeah. Like
We
if
know
you-
this pain.
If you know anything about camera stuff, like it's very realistic.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I guess a lot of the high-end stuff you buy the body separately, and then you get a lens for it, or lenses probably, and stuff like that. And they also talk about like techniques about like focal distance and all that.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
I guess nowadays you have like the one we use is a mirrorless camera instead of a DSLR.
Yeah.
So mirrorless they tend to be cheaper, but depending on when this was written, mirrorless might not be a big thing on the market yet.
I think it started publishing in 2018 or 2019, something like that.
Huh.
But like, I mean, a lot of the high-end stuff is still DSLR, but
Yeah.
it's gradually moving towards mirrorless.
I mean, mirrorless cameras have been around for a while, but they haven't approached that like equilibrium of like having good quality and at a cheap price point that they have like nowadays.
Yeah. But yeah, eventually DSLRs are probably going to be phased out. Like the main advantage they have now is for like shutter speed.
Yeah.
So it's still like the best for very actiony stuff like sports and stuff. But like mirrorless is comparable for lots of other things.
They do better in terms of like taking videos and stuff too.
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing about like the DSLR is it has a mirror that actually physically moves.
Yeah,
which-
and that mirror like it makes the price go up a lot, and it also makes it really heavy and big and cumbersome.
Yep.
So outside of like really specific fields, mirrorless are like the way to go for like most people.
Yeah.
Yeah, this paint like lens so separately. Oh yeah, this thing we need to deal with too. Like we need to like tripod, need to have lights and all sorts of shit.
I want a new tripod.
We can buy a new tripod.
I don't want to pay.
Yeah.
I want things for free.
Yeah. Like just getting smacked with like 10,000 yen.
Oh, my favorite anime character.
Oh yeah, and then she was like, "Oh, and I want to go check out this like place to do a photo shoot where it's like an abandoned hospital." And she was like gonna go alone. And like everyone's like, "Oh, I wanna go too." And then like, we actually come here, like everyone's like gung ho, like, "Oh, this is so cool. Let's look inside." And she's just scared.
Yeah. Like, was it like they weren't just going to just an abandoned hospital or whatever, but it sounded like some company was like renting it out or something like that, or letting them use it.
Yeah, like it's being rented out like somehow. Although we didn't see like a rental office, so I kind of wonder if how exactly is it specifically for photo shoots or is it just
it could be just like whoever owns the property is like wants to make an extra buck.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but yeah, I feel like her being like actually how high MIT and then like being scared of like an abandoned building. Like, I feel like it adds a lot of like depth of character to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, this pain, like, man, like, I hate this. I don't want to do this, but I want to get good pictures. So I'm like, I need to do this.
Yeah, and then she dying.
Yeah. Like the artist struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel this a lot. And, oh yeah, sometimes I complain when I'm doing like drawing live streams, like, why am I drawing this at this perspective? Why am I doing this? And people would, and then like, someone would be like, I mean, you don't have to do it, but I have to do it.
Yeah, there's definitely someone next to you, like, whipping you, like, do it! Do it!
I mean, all artists are masochists on some degree.
Maybe. It's like, oh, here's your whip, flog yourself. Oh, it's just like, oh, give me the stick! You think that there was gonna be later on? No, it hurt more.
Man, sudden Asian parenting methods. Nobody expects the Asian Inquisition.
Should have got the bigger stick.
God damn it.
Oh, I'm dying. Just like you're dying.
Man, I feel like no one is going to actually understand when we're talking about like Asian parenting.
No, Asian parents aren't gonna understand. It's like, oh,
like, hey, go grab a stick. And then you run over, grab a stick, and they take the stick from you, and then like.
okay, let's move on to different emotional damage.
Yeah, she talked about like how, and when she was this kind of cosplay, like oh, she wanted to be a magical girl, but then like she grew up and like realized she can't, and then she discovered costumes and stuff.
Oh, I love this shot. Like, I love the mirror thing.
Yeah, maybe think of like Space Brothers.
Yeah.
Like when you like it was like leaning up, like do the reflection against the astronaut suit.
Yeah.
And then when they do this same thing at this air and
yeah,
museum.
yeah, we did it. Nerds.
But yeah, I was specifically doing it because of Space Brothers.
Well, yeah, no.
Space Brothers reference.
That's because you're a nerd.
Oh, isekai. Yeah. Yeah, she's like, oh, I didn't know how to do anything, and like the costume was bad, but like, oh, like seeing herself as a character, like still was so happy, and like, it hit my heart.
Oh man.
I know this feels so much. There, like I put a cosplay on, and like I look like shit. Look in the mirror, and it's shit. My clothes are shit. I don't know how to do makeup. My wig is shit. But then it's just like, oh my god, I actually get to like wear and like be this character. It's like, oh, it's like, so it feels so good.
This was very nostalgic. It kind of reminded me of my first cosplay.
Yeah.
Back like a million years ago.
Okay, boomer. But yeah, like, man, I miss cosplay.
Maybe this year. Or
Maybe.
never. Maybe cosplay is permanently banned.
Yeah. But I still don't know how to do makeup or anything though, so it's like,
Oh my god.
like even though all these years pass by, it's like my cosplays are still shit. Still look like shit.
I'm gonna have to start charging you a fee.
Yeah. Yeah, like she told him like, what's it like love at first sight was a costume.
Yeah, yeah.
So he had this flashback with when like his grandfather was saying like yeah, like we try to make all our customers like see this and think like, oh, this is the best thing there is, and like how happy he felt like that Makana was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like, oh, it's like falling in love at first sight with the doll. Like oh, it's so heartwarming.
Yeah. Wait, go back. But before we go on, like, I think this is one of the strongest things about the show is where it takes like two seemingly different like topics, like the whole cosplay and like doll making thing, and it puts a lot of like connections between them, like how, you know, at the end of the day, like you can kind of it's all art, like there's a lot of similar like sort of feeling struggles, all of that.
It gets the artistic spirit like really well.
Yeah, yeah.
Like from like many different people, like there's Wakana like doing the with Hina dolls and dressmaking, and then there's like Juju like doing cosplay stuff, and then her sister
Yeah,
like,
photography.
trying to like learn different like photography techniques, and then there's like the grandfather like, oh, like the older experienced artist like with like conveying all his different feelings, and it just feels really authentic.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's stuff like this that makes me pissed off at like people who like dismiss this show like just because it's fan service.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, after that like emotional moment, we have a different kind of emotion.
Man, this like scared face is so good.
Yeah.
Like, ah! Oh yeah, I thought like there's like lightning and thunder outside, and he's just like crying and like approaching her like, ah, like a zombie.
Like, oh my god, what's happening?
God, this face is so cute. Oh
my god, she's gonna die.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, oh, like I finally understand what my grandfather feels. Like thank you so much.
And she's like,
Yeah, it feels really touching. Like, oh, like he like understanding like his grandfather like across generations having like the same moment, the same feeling,
yeah, yeah.
and like that like the sense of empathy. And like, oh, first time like she touched a boy.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like overload.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now she dead.
Yeah, I guess girls cool with it like that.
I guess so. But yeah, and then I guess we had this at the very end.
Yeah. Oh, she's like, oh, final exam's over. Let's go to the beach, and like he thought like, oh, he wants to take photos and experiment with like backlight and stuff.
Yeah, because they were talking about like that using reflectors to like light up a subject and stuff.
But turns out she was just like, ah, nah, I just didn't think about it.
It's like, no, beach time now.
Oh yeah, speaking of fan service, yeah, jumping around like that's some really like fancy underwear.
Yeah.
Nice, but
Yay.
he was like, ah.
But actually, now this is actually reminding me of what we talked about the like other week, one of the past few weeks, where he was having trouble like, you know, trying to get better, but then like after doing some other stuff like the whole cosplay business, like, oh, it's actually helped him like indirectly with his main goal.
Yeah, so
it's nice that like he's realizing like that.
Yeah, so his grandfather's like, oh, like you put on makeup for, like Mario too, so it helps like his strokes became softer on the actual like Hina doll like face painting.
Yeah.
So like going out like doing like other artistic things like gives him experience and makes him better.
Yeah.
So now he's also feeling it too, like actually being, like, I guess it's his first time at the beach because he was just so absorbed with doll making, he never did anything else.
Yeah.
So he's really like feeling it, but like, oh, having all these different experiences, have like getting to see all these different things, like helps with like, his own like artistic pursuits.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's like, oh, you know, when it's like, let's go, like just the two of us.
Man.
And like
She's on the hunt.
Yeah, she's like Wakana was like just so pure, like she just like answered like happily. Like, he didn't even like think of like any like romantic like undertones. He was
Yeah.
he's just like just genuinely pure and happy. Whereas she's just like freaking out, like
Yeah.
But yeah, like when she was fanning her face, it's just so cute, like the mannerisms.
Oh, this was so good.
Yeah.
Just like
It just makes her like so adorable.
yeah.
Oh yeah, and she's like, oh, actually doing the backlight shot. Oh, I guess it didn't take a
Oh,
screenshot
you
of
didn't-
that.
Yeah, and it was just like him, like
Him just like just at the sea, just looking away, and like we see like the backlight, and she's like, oh, like what like the little sister said like was true about the whole backlight thing.
yeah,
Although it's kind of weird that like her phone has such a big zoom lens.
yeah. Maybe she has a really expensive phone.
Like even expensive phones
Well, I
can't do
know.
that. Like what the hell? How do you zoom in so much?
Yeah,
But like I can forgive it because like it's a really like touching moment, but like
yeah,
like considering how close to close to realism and detail and authentic everything is, it was like a little bit funny to me.
yeah.
Like it's not a big deal at all. It's just my own like
No, no, no.
I'm just like finding like humor in it.
Well, I think that's also just us because like, you know, being kind of a little bit deep in the photography stuff.
Maybe.
I'll just assume like it's some AI like cleaning it up, AI enhancement.
Actually, Google's like photo enhancement AI is really good on the Pixel phones.
Could be.
Oh shit! Actually, maybe she is using a Pixel. I mean, this doesn't look like a Pixel, but like they actually showed off where like they took a picture of like this like the San Francisco bridge from like far away.
Yeah.
And like they zoomed it up really quickly, and like showed it off like, oh, this is the picture quality of Pixel, and then like the people in the crowd were like, oh, nice. And like they're like, oh, you thought this was where the photo was taken? No, and then it just like zoomed out, and like this is where the photo was taken. That was all like AI enhanced. So Pixel phones can actually do that.
Oh, there we go. We fixed the lore.
We fixed the lore. She's using the powered by Google Assistant.
Maybe, but yeah, and then he falls.
Yeah, I just tripped over.
And I feel like that actually makes it better. Like, oh, what do you call it? It feels more real.
It feels really cute, right? Like, oh, like you're having an emotional moment and then something like goofy happens.
Just like real life.
Just like real life.
Anyway,
Like, first times will always be good. I remember my first time. It was full of awkward and cry. Sorry, children.
oh my god.
Yeah, we just watched Uncle Roger just now.
Okay, that's probably enough. Okay, Auntie Anya, go. Go home.
Yeah, we haven't watched this Miss Croy's the monster development for a while. Like, I also really like this show too because like it's really real. Like, I mean, obviously it's doing like fantasy stuff with like a whole superhero monster creation, all that stuff. But it's really real and hard hitting in the whole like corporate bullshit stuff.
It's needlessly real.
Yeah.
Let's go with that's how I would describe it.
Like, you think it's a show about monsters, but it's actually a show about like dealing with corporate bullshit, just dressed up as pretty monsters just to make it more funny.
Yeah, it's just there to like what do you call it? Give it a flavor.
Yeah. It's kind of like new game.
Kind of.
Like oh, like these corporate struggles.
Yeah, this is perfect for like Japanese salaryman. Like, I'm tired of work, that's why I have to watch a show about someone else suffering.
Yeah, I mean sometimes like chat and fraud makes you feel better.
I guess. But wait, was this the
The chocolate episode.
the chocolate episode first?
Yeah, so she was like, oh, Valentine's Day is coming up. We need to make a limited edition monster. And like her senpai was like, man, that's hell you're walking into.
Yeah.
But she didn't realize it. So
So then she had to do boot camp for like chocolate making.
yeah, well, like the president of like the evil organization says like this like maiden love or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we finally made this chocolate and then create like Milty, this chocolate monster. And
And
yeah,
then they had recall. They had a recall because there was metal found in like
the supplier chocolate.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure I've read this exact story in real life, actually. So I think this one might actually be a reference.
And I don't think I've heard of this exactly, but it sounds familiar.
Yeah, like it's not like just random stuff in there. It's specifically metal shards. Like, I've definitely read this in the news online somewhere. So like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I also like how realistic it is. Like, they have your corporate heads they do their press conference. They get up and they bow.
Oh yeah, they bow and there's like the cameras like punchi 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 punchi, like flash 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 flash.
It's like I'm watching NHK.
And it's like those Japanese politicians just break down on camera.
Oh yeah, the guy who embezzled the money.
But somebody like, it's not my fault. It was not my fault.
Yeah, then they got parried on Gintama.
Actually, Gintama does this thing a lot too, where like they have like all the characters like line up like at a press conference and then they all bow and then they have like the like camera flashes like blah, 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 blah. Like, oh, we're sorry, but like for doing late, like our company's going under, and like do a bow, and then like it was obviously a joke, but then like in the next episode they were talking about how like, oh, like by the way, that was a joke because like a lot of the animators have family who watch like the shows. So, like when they saw it on Gintama, they started like the family members started calling the animators like, "Oh my god, the company's going under. Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, Sunrise isn't really going under. It's just Gintama being a joke."
Oh my god.
So they had to like do like clarification on the next episode. It's like,
man, imagine that's how you find out like your company's going under. Like, oh, I'm gonna watch this episode I just animated. Like, oh, we're going under. Like,
I feel like that actually happens in real life sometimes.
probably. Just like, you know what that reminds me of? Oh, well, was it Gangsta? Where like,
oh, the company actually went under.
Yeah, like
Before they couldn't like air the last episode, and they ended up like a big cliffhanger because the company went under.
See, I think when we watched it, I thought I was like, oh, is this a cliffhanger for second season? It's like, no, they they just
And
they just
I'm never gonna find out what happened.
yeah.
Well, I mean, technically the manga got localized here, so I could find out what happened, I guess, but I'm never gonna find out what happened.
No, I kind of like it just being like that depressing ending.
Damn.
But yeah, like I seriously thought it was just like an intentional cliffhanger, but then no, they just screwed up real bad.
I think I read a lot of things where like some company like goes under, or like some company has like lay off a bunch of people, or they have like they get rid of some product or something, and like the people working on it found out like, after the press release.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, you know what else this reminds me of something that went under?
What?
Remember like the Yuri movie, like the Frag Time?
Oh yeah,
Like, oh man, we watched that at ANYC before.
and like, oh, that's a pretty nice movie. And then like, oh, the company went under, and then a lot of animators are like without their paychecks and trying to get the money back.
Yeah, like
It
that was
like,
after. Yeah, like sometime after after the con itself, we found that out. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
Yeah. Yep. Bye.
Anyway,
Corporations be shitty.
let's go back to this. Actually, this corporation is not that bad. Actually,
Man, it's an evil company, but it's way better than like actual Japanese companies, I feel.
yeah.
Although they also have that rival company that's like
The
pretty much
black company?
Yeah, the black company. They all recall chocolate and like they're like, oh, well, it's probably fine. Like no one's gonna actually eat this chocolate because she's a monster. And then this guy like, no, we have, as an evil organization with the duties to society, I cannot authorize it.
Yeah, you know what this is? I think I said it before when I was watching. Like, this just makes it seem like these evil organizations are like, well, not government sanctioned, but like,
They're obeying the law
yeah,
somehow.
like not illegal.
Or they just have their own brand of honor.
Maybe.
Like, what is even an evil organization with a duty to society? What does that even mean?
The job creators. They're giving these hero jobs.
Actually, if you think about it, I guess it's kind of... We never seen them actually, like, terrorize anyone, so I guess it is just, like, creating this, like, entertainment industry.
Maybe.
Like, this monster's cancelled! Reputation! You need to protect our reputation!
That's like, oh, but we can rebuild her in time, right?
Like, we can rebuild her, like, we only need to replace the parts, we still have all the data! And it's like, you don't realize it? Like, we'll be late for February 14th! It'll just be, like, broadcasting that we fell behind schedule! Like, this is the trap of limited time monsters!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So like Playda came and like, oh, here's our monster of the week. Like, chocolate. And just like had this photo of them together.
Like,
So I get like the other one like just like real chocolate and like only this part, like the part that came from milk tea, like do not eat.
yeah, like wait, did he eat it? Probably. Well, actually, no. He probably didn't eat it because like, did you take a screenshot of his reaction?
I did.
Okay.
And she's like, nah, next year we're gonna have our finished monster. He's like, oh, for chocolate on Valentine's.
This guy is so sad.
Yeah. Relatable though.
This
Oh yeah,
girl.
like these two like sad girls just like going around. I think they're at the black comedy probably.
Well, it's a different company, isn't it?
Man, they all look the same. I can't really like tell between them.
Well, this like company is more like a contractor for the big companies, isn't it? They're like, oh, you need more dudes.
Yeah.
We'll supply them. I mean, that's why they're traveling all over the place each time, I think.
Yeah. And then, oh, this is the mock battle with like this is a black comedy made by the like the senpai's classmate.
Yeah.
Man, it's just this like floating bullhead.
Yeah, because like I guess her monsters failed and like they're getting chewed out. It's like, oh, I gotta prove that they do stuff.
Yeah. So like, oh, it's like emotional damage. Yeah, like, emotional damage, like to like they're crying, but then like, oh, the other four heads are unaffected, and it's like, how dare you bully our Matsu?
Well, I think it's like for the bullets, like it can only concentrate on one person at a time or something like that.
Yeah, because like it needs to maintain eyesight.
Yeah.
So like it can't maintain eyesight with everyone, so it's just like getting beaten up with their heads. And it's pretty cool though. Like these like sister dragons they're usually like really like foul mouthed and arrogant and stuff. But then they're like, oh, need to protect our precious Matsu.
Yeah. Well, they don't do that to her.
Yeah. It's pretty adorable.
And then the other one, the mirror, I guess, was
Yeah.
it?
The mirror is like, oh, like got trapped into like this like illusion, like going on like pretty date with like Miss Kroitsu, and then like like, oh, Wufu-chan is like, no, she's supposed to call me like Wufu-kun. Wufu-kun. I just want this wolf to just like accept being a girl instead.
Maybe we'll see. They could go for the half upgrade.
The futa.
Like we didn't have enough budget.
We didn't have enough budget to give you a full male body. We're just giving you part of it.
Chin- That's how we censor ourselves in Japanese.
That's a dojin I need. I need this dojin. Maybe I could just draw it myself.
Go. Okay.
Oh, the typical like Japanese corporate like nomikai with like the executive boss is like coming for no reason because she has no friends.
Wait, did we talk about her on the previous episode already?
I can't remember. I think.
Or was this on one of the ones we watched on our own? Or like not on our own during this batch?
Like this show is one of the ones where like we watched like inconsistently, so I can't remember like which episodes we talked about or not.
Well, I guess if we didn't talk about it, it's like, oh, she's like I guess hard ass kind of.
Yeah, she's a hard ass at work, but then like she really loves idols. So and then like when Miss Kroitsu was like trying to go to an idol concert to study idols to try to make an idol. Yeah, to try to make an idol monster. Like she ran to her, and like the boss is like scared, like no, my image is ruined. But then she's like, oh yeah, I finally have a friend, and like crying, and then like Miss Kroitsu like wiped her tears because like this vampire monster lady has like
regenerating cells or something like that,
or like omnipotent cells or some whatever the thing is.
Oh yeah.
So like got sample from the napkin, and like she was like rejoicing in the research room, and then like she came by with like a bag full of DVDs of the idols, like, oh, I'm gonna like show this to my friends, but then she saw how like she was just using her napkins, and she was like dropped it like
she's the worst.
Used.
She's the worst. She is the real evil villain.
Yeah, like I felt so bad for her, for like this like executive, like so like this poor girl.
She's the most evil one in this organization. Oh my god. Yeah. But she's still kind of a friend, so she showed up Kind of.
Well, she doesn't have any other friends, so she was begging with her eyes, like, please invite me, please invite me. So, like, Worm obeyed with Nomikai.
And then everyone gets drunk,
Everyone
but
gets
not
drunk.
really.
And Wolf is just like just hugging onto his chicken, but then like because Wolf has moves, like the chicken's just like getting all like flustered. And then Matsu's like being jealous because like I'm pretty sure like Matsu like semi like had a crush from that time when the chicken like saved her.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, and then like they thought they were going on like a date, like research date or something. And Wolf was like, oh, I need to protect her. I want to be strong. I want to show like my manly side. And when she just beats up all the thugs by herself.
Yeah. Because she's actually the strongest.
Yeah, I mean she had to go like toe to toe with like those like executive like monsters and people.
Yeah.
So
Do we know if this is adapted from something?
and it's probably from manga or something.
Like,
I
if
think.
it is from something, like, I'm pretty sure, like, the setup is, like, she's just gonna eventually work her way up to, like, CEO or whatever.
I hope.
I mean, she's definitely, like...
But she's stuck in like the corporate ladder.
Yeah. But anyway, that's what it kind of feels like.
But yeah, I like the idea of like her being the strongest, even though she's just a normal human. Like everyone has like this power, that power, but she's like, oh, I'm just a normal human.
Oh, man.
Like Wolfie looks so cute in dress though, and the tail is sticking out.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Oh, the other Kenja.
Oh, more Kenjas. Was it only one episode we watched?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we actually watched this really regularly. So wait, what actually happened?
Oh yeah, that's like super typical like thugs like trying to kidnap them.
Oh yeah. These like 80s thugs.
Mad Max. And there's like, and he's like pretending, Tasukete, save me. Like, everyone's like, nah. Oh, yeah, when this guy showed up, it's just all like,
Yeah, like
he
actually,
looks like those like survey corps like people in like Attack on Titan. Even
Yeah.
the haircut and shit too.
Yeah, it was just, well, I mean, yeah. This episode was very confusing. I feel like it just kind of cut to places
I mean,
like
this-
really fast.
This entire series has been like that though.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. So they were gonna like attack like the manor of the mayor or whatever you call
Yeah.
it, something like that.
So like we thought he was the demon, but turns out he's just like colluding with them, but he's not actually the demon himself or something.
Something like that.
Oh yeah, there's like typical villain line like, oh, if something happens to me, like you'll regret it, and he's like, boink,
Womp.
fuck, like whatever, don't care.
Oh yeah, and then they fight this dude, who was the mastermind, kind of, but not really.
Yeah, I thought the demon was like talking big, and then like, but since he tapped into the communication between this demon and like the bigger mastermind demon, like this guy was just like panicking and like and freaking out on the inside.
Yeah, actually, I feel like that's a neat detail because I guess usually you don't ever see that sort of thing, and you just kind of assume whatever they're saying is actually how they feel.
Yeah,
So it's like, oh, they're actually thinking things through.
yeah, like so he's not just an idiot.
Yeah. So that was kind of neat, actually.
Yeah. And then this guy like this Dio, who this like big boss demon is.
Yeah, like giving all the good advice or whatever. Like, oh, this is how you deal with this or that.
Yeah. Man, Taketo Koyasu just voices like everyone.
Maybe.
Like he's in like every show.
Maybe. But yeah, I guess the way it's kind of presented makes it seem like, oh, this guy knew what's his face in the past.
Like Gaius.
Yeah, Gaius.
Like every fantasy isekai has a Gaius.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably like fought each other before, so it's kind of like old rivals. Kind
Probably
of thing.
something like that. Or I don't know how demons work if you can become a demon. Because
Yeah.
it could potentially be something like that, like friend or like mentor or like some sort of thing like that became a demon.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, things happen. I don't know. I don't really remember, to be honest.
I mean, I think that was how the episode ended. Like just like he's just like talking shit. Like, oh, I'm gonna come after you.
Yeah. It's like I can track your IP.
Oh wait, no, he can't have that. You have to get like this demon. Dio uses ExpressVPN.
Oh yeah, he used the VPN.
he had a he had a virtual castle in that village. Like the other guy tracked the IP. Like, oh, he's in this village, but that's just a fake. So like, oh, you're not in that village, right? And he's like, oh shit, you knew I was using a VPN, but you don't know where I am anyways.
Yeah, fantasy VPN. Oh man,
That virtual castle.
I love it. Yeah. Anyway, I don't remember what happened in the first half of this episode. It was just.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, things happening of some sort. That's yeah.
Fucking ExpressVPN. no, Kenja VPN.
Yeah.
Do we need to just like start up our own like VPN company and just call it Kenja VPN?
Oh my god. No, you said guys VPN.
Our VPN is so good. Your IP is coming from another world. We have super interdimensional IPs spoofing. You can watch Netflix in a fantasy world. You see all these shows that you don't see on Earth Netflix.
Oh, they don't even have TV in the other world, but you still watch it anyway. Anyway. Okay, let's make our own VPN.
Kenja VPN, Isekai VPN.
Oh yeah, this guy.
So, yeah, with this Fabi Niku.
Yeah, so I guess after that, like, festival incident, they're, like, traveling around again, and this guy be following around.
Yeah, this sketchy guy just, like, wouldn't leave. And, like, I guess he has, like, assassination skills, so he's definitely, like, sketchy.
Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe I guess he could possibly be a hero. Well, no, I feel like he knows too much about this world to be a hero.
Yeah.
Like, he seems more like a native.
Probably. I'm guessing he's probably not necessarily... He's not necessarily, like, an assassin specifically, but could also be something more like a spy type of thing.
Yeah.
And assassination is more like an accessory to that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
But
so,
he's sus.
Yeah, he's sus, and, like, when he was, like, trying to confront him, like, oh, I'm feeling fatigued, and, like, oh, I put something in your stew.
It's like, oh,
I need to do something, like, oh, throw out the clothes, I'm ready to fight, and this guy just, like, oh, Subarashi, this body. And
then-
this guy's just like, Yananaika.
yeah, and then... What do you call it? Like, oh, he's feeling all hot and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then like Tachibana came out and was like, oh,
Yeah,
like,
because...
you're not cute. It's like, ah!
Yeah, she's
Damn
dying.
it.
Her stomach dying.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because she like he fed the laxative to her.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, like I am cute. Like, what the bitch? What are you talking about? You want to say that to my face?
Yeah.
I feel like this is gonna be such a good like reaction image to use.
Probably.
You guys want it?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, like, it's a disposition that's rotten. Like, oh yeah, this sounds like oh like cuteness is like only thing I have left. If I don't have cuteness, and I have nothing.
Yeah, basically. What else? Can't do anything else.
Yeah, this bitch is just useless. It's so funny. Like at the beginning, she was like, "No, I don't want to be cute. I don't want to be this girl." And like now, it's like, "Oh, it's the only thing I have."
Yeah. Actually, without the cuteness, what do you call it? Negative.
Yeah. It's just useless.
Worse than useless. Like, just dead weight.
Yeah, but now she's like her attitude is pretty much becoming like that like elf premier.
Yeah.
So like, oh, I guess this is how that elf premier like developed this attitude too.
Probably because what else can they do?
Can't do anything but be cute.
I like that elf.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this even that Dio pose like, oh, you're approaching me. You're approaching me.
Oh yeah, that
Like,
is.
go.
Punny, punny, punny.
Oh yeah, and he's looking away. He's like, oh, and this like looks so smug. Like, oh, he chose my body.
Yeah, like what's going on?
Oh yeah, like, oh, like trying to appear like, oh, who's cute? Who's cute?
Oh,
Yeah, wee.
nice muscle.
Nice muscle. Man, this is really cute though. Man, he's just like
Then everything's just going the
just
worst.
can't handle it. Oh, and it's final realization, like, oh wait, he's not after me. Like, you're the one who needs to run.
oh no, oh no, and then
And then we thought like it was gonna be like Yananaika, was like oh muscle and acupuncture and some shit.
yeah, yeah. He's getting
You're not young anymore.
yeah.
I feel this in my bones that are cracking in my back.
It's like, oh, you have more bones than you started off with, probably, because they're all broken.
Shit.
Or maybe you only have one bone because they all fused.
Yeah.
I know
My back's so stiff.
Yeah, you have one vertebrae.
I just need to get a replacement like cyborg spine.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, like, suddenly like the assassin guy or whatever like gets this thing is like, who the hell drew these?
I love it.
And these like police mug shots.
Man, I hope someone cosplays like this version. Just like, I hope people have the right face to do this. Like... Oh man.
Yeah, I feel like this makes it feel like oh like he's being ordered to like assassinate them, but I kind of wonder, are they gonna like go like the obvious route, or are they gonna change it around to like oh like something else like just investigate or whatever these do?
I feel like maybe they're not actually, what do you call it? He's not actually being ordered to kill them, but more like, oh, looking for like, what do you call it, bounties.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually he could be a bounty hunter, maybe. Something like that.
Yeah. So maybe just need to kidnap them or something.
Yeah. Maybe that's what he really does. But yeah, I have a feeling he's not an actual like straight up assassin, exactly.
Yeah.
I could be completely wrong, to be honest.
Or maybe like he is an assassin and he like oh he just fell in love with this guy so he can't do it.
Yeah.
Or maybe like, he fell in love with this guy so he needs to kill the girl to like get her out of the way.
Oh, it could be something like that. But then they finally make it to the city. It's the capital or something, right?
Something like that, and like with the temple of like that like love goddess.
Yeah.
And he's at first he was coming he's like, oh man, like this is that like that shitty goddess is probably gonna be some sort of like night pool or something. And oh like beautiful nun, this ain't here. And then like, oh, this is our place of worship. It is a night pool.
Yay! Yay! Curse you sexy nuns.
The only good nuns are the sexy deranged ones.
Japan loves that.
Yeah, because they're the only good nuns. All other nuns suck.
But then like, I guess like, oh, you're beautiful, you should join us. But then
I need this Yuri.
But then blasphemy happens.
Oh yeah, because like this was the CEO of the goddess, and that thing again, like no one believes it's a real thing though. Like they're like blasphemy, and this guy's like that shitty goddess CEO. And everyone's like all the believers trying to beat him up, and like
Yeah, and then
not
he just kills them.
It's like
Not even
wrestling move or whatever the hell this thing is. Like,
not even none.
yeah. Oh, and it's all these like princesses you see in like every isekai.
Oh yeah, and then somehow she knows like they're the real deal.
Yeah, somehow. Oh, maybe because of maybe she got some revelation from the goddess, or maybe it's from like the previous town
Oh, it could be.
when like news traveled there or something.
Yeah, she's sus.
Oh, the princess?
Yeah,
But she looks so cute.
she's definitely sus.
She looks so cute though. But
Yeah.
I feel like to see his face like everywhere.
Maybe. Maybe.
And you have like hair this color.
Oh my god.
And emotional damage.
This mom, she's the worst.
Man, she's like, oh, my own family is such failure. I need to go dote on this like other kid that's not mine. Well, like, I can't deal with like my shitty ass offspring. I need to go like take someone else's kid.
Oh yeah, you know what this made me think of? It's like, oh, like, like kids' friends are around. Oh, so nice. It's like, oh, my mom, she's so mean and stuff. Like, oh, what are you talking about? Definitely not. And then like when they leave, like, oh, why you talk back like that? Why you
Yeah.
always a mess? Like,
I'm gonna hit you. Go grab a stick. Go grab a stick.
why you make me look bad?
Also, this made me think of my childhood. Like my mom was always like when I was in like kindergarten or first grade or whatever. Like they put like like our like homework on the wall, or like whatever work thing is. My mom was always like, how come your handwriting so bad? Like look at this other kid. Look at how good her handwriting is. Oh look how they do such straight lines. Like why are your handwriting so bad? And it's always like, oh this other kid is always so well behaved. Why are you such a piece of shit? Or like, oh this other kid they got all the good grades, the bestest grades. Why are you such a failure?
I'm sorry for giving you emotional damage. Time to wreck those other kids.
Yeah. And Asian parents, they always like, oh, their own kid's a failure. Need to go get someone else's kid instead.
Yeah, it's the true way of life.
And just like doting mom to everyone except her own kids.
This is peak Asian mom.
Yeah, like, seriously, Kana is just like peak Asian mom like everywhere.
But I guess like now she's like chilling in this village again,
Yeah, just like coming back to visit the little girl and then found like suddenly mermaid.
like in the well.
Like, yeah, mermaid just she was just swimming in the ocean and suddenly like this black hole appeared and just got sucked into the black hole and appeared here.
Yeah, like
Like what the hell?
I don't know. But now like she's just like living in the bathroom, or like
The bathhouse.
the bathhouse.
Like the public bathhouse.
Yeah. I guess she's like gonna be a receptionist or something now. I don't know.
Something like that.
Or like
I guess.
assistant at.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess they just like they scrubbed over this part in the anime too. Because she had a bit more anxiety about like not fitting in. But because like, even back in her old village, like she was kind of like ostracized and like everyone sees her as useless. So like she's always like had like low self-esteem, so she's had trouble like fitting in here too before like doing bathtubs and stuff. Well, I guess they're just speedrunning.
Yeah, and then she's back out again. I guess looking for the dragon thingy.
Yeah, the Liu Guzhou.
And then like I guess it ends up running into them too, like, and it's just like,
Oh, like, she was actually planning on following them, like to like just tagging along as they travel.
right.
Well, like they were going to like get rid of bandits and like she's going part way along. Man, I like how like the first thing he says when he sees her is like, "What, are you gonna blast us from behind if we messed up?"
Probably.
This Asian mom.
It's like, oh, so I can discipline kids and deal with the problem at the same time. So efficient.
Yeah.
Unlike children.
Man, Kanan is like, she's probably gonna like really love Roroa from like Real Zero. Oh, you see this little kid? She's starting a profitable business. Why you need to be like her? When I was your age, I went to school uphill both ways on one leg. My other leg was starting a profitable business.
This is the worst mom.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess like vaguely romantic things happen.
Like, he's just like picking her on the horse, but like just carrying her like princess style. Like and like he didn't realize it at first. He just like he's just, like the dumbass.
Wait, how old was she again? Was she like a teenager or like older? I can't remember.
Teenager, I think.
Okay.
Like in between like teenager and adult ish
Oh,
area.
okay. But yeah, like I don't know about the other guy, but he kind of seems like he's probably youngish too.
Probably. But then, like, if you think about their in-game thingies and like he just came to, then he doesn't have much of a history. But then like because Kana has her offspring, like her history is like 300 years or some shit.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking just like mentally,
Yeah.
what they're like, what they're thinking, I guess.
Yeah. Although like she's like mentally like teenager / like young adult, new adult area. But then like you also see areas where when like, she's disciplining her kids and kind of she seems like old like Asian granny.
Yeah.
So if one of the is that part of that theory I had where like the world is like affecting her mindset maybe, or like her mindset like imitating like her character.
Oh, it could be something like that.
Well, like she
Or they're fusing or something like that.
yeah. What like even though like she never met those like actual kids before, like she got along with them like really quickly and just like knew how to like deal with them
Yeah.
right away.
Yeah. Could be a thing.
And everyone's like teasing him like, oh, like he has a girlfriend. And then like everyone loves her because like she cooks some good food because apparently these nights they get like shitty ass food on the job. Yeah, like they were all begging her like oh please come with us all the way, please cook for us.
But then I guess like I guess I'll give you a cooking skill.
Oh yeah, because she's like the skill master, so she can just like give people skills and stuff. And he was like, man, when this was a game, I thought like cooking skills were shit, and now it's like, oh, they're a godsend.
Oh man, I never use food.
Oh, like in games.
No, like what if I need later?
That's why you like stockpile a shit ton.
Yeah, but then where am I gonna put it?
Oh yeah, Guild Wars 2 has like inventory bullshit.
I have so much food.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like in Genshin Impact, you can just make like hundreds of dishes, and it just doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, you can make hundreds of the same thing and stack them. It's when you have multiple different ones.
Oh, in Genshin Impact, you can have multiple different ones too, and they have like hundreds of each type.
Well, yeah.
But then like you pretty much never use food in Genshin, or like you rarely use food pretty much.
Oh.
Listen, you can't like the hardest thing is the Spiral Abyss, but you can't use food in Spiral Abyss, so it's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it helps you grind like other shit faster, I guess. But yeah, yeah. MMOs like the inventory warfare is always worse.
Yeah, that's how they sell you more like storage slots.
Actually, it's even worse in Pokemon Arceus.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I'm always running out of inventory space in Arceus, and then you have to go to that one motherfucker who he charges you for to add like one slot in your inventory, and the price increases like exponentially. So like at first I thought like oh I'll charge you like 100 to like increase inventory slot by one, and then later on it's like 200, 500, 1,000, 1,200, 2,000, 5,000. I think right now I'm at like 6,000 per slot or something like that.
That's called a scam.
It is a scam. It's like so like oh you make more money, you need to spend it all on like inventory management.
Oh man. Like how many secret techniques does this guy have to like organize things? Like it's like the bag doesn't actually get upgraded. It's just like
You're packing in more.
your packing skills get better.
But yeah, people would say like I saw lots of memes going around like, oh, you thought like Palkia is like the master of space? No. This guy's the real master of space.
Probably. Like there's probably like some pocket universe in there.
The Pearl Clan should be worshipping him instead.
Probably.
Goddamn Arceus. Always out of money because of that. But yeah, so she goes to the seaside town to investigate, and like there's another zombie outbreak, even though we just saw a zombie outbreak in the other show too.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's the last thing.
But I guess it's just like leaving off here, and like Centaur guy gets killed.
Yeah,
or not killed, but you know.
I don't know how summons work. Summons are always weird.
Yeah.
Especially when like if it's just like a video game setting, then like okay, there's summons whatever. But like when you're in a world that's like a video game turns into a like quote unquote real fantasy world, then there's like summoning magic where like the summons come from somewhere, but then they return somewhere, but then they also have views of their own, but then they're also loyal to you. But it's just really weird.
Yeah. Like it kind of the way he like the Centaur guy talks makes it sound like he does other stuff. Like
Yeah.
it's not like he's just like in some weird like space where he's just like waiting to get summoned.
Yeah. So lots of these like worlds that you have like summoning systems that are always like kind of weird.
Yeah.
Also, like, what if like you're taking a shit and then someone summons you? Then you just show up with like your pants on your ankles.
Maybe. I hope.
Yeah.
You have to just finish on the enemy, obviously.
And pretty good.
So I guess like everyone's separated for this episode, basically.
Yeah.
All the main cast, I mean.
Yeah, so it's mostly Kokoro, like traveling these two showing for the first time. I really like Susuna. Like I like her design a lot and like the way she talks and stuff. And like I use her a lot in the game because she hits like really hard.
Is she that tall? Well, I guess these two are short.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering how tall she actually is, but yeah, like she's like so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I love her outfit too. Also like pink hair and stuff. And this little brat.
Yeah.
I don't know much about her because I don't use her in the game at all.
Well, I mean, isn't that her character?
Just being a brat.
Yeah, Kusogaki.
Kutsukaki, she's a marine. Oh yeah, she actually is a marine.
Yeah. I guess we'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah.
But like, oh, so I guess the whole like episode is like, oh, gotta go send some mail for some reason, then it gets like,
Oh,
like bank robbery or something.
Yeah, bank robbery. So like they need to get their mail back, and like they're trying to transfer school because like they're like our school's shutting down, and they thought like it's gonna be like Love Live, but they have to save the school, and like no, because our grades are terrible.
It's like, ew,
Like,
it's so bad, it's bringing down the whole school.
Yeah, like standard deviation scores are so low. They decided school like ours must be useless. So like it's the opposite of Love Live. They're not saving the school, they're causing the school to close.
Yeah. So
Like,
what? Do they just have like negatives?
I guess. Like
That-
yeah. Oh yeah, this Kusokaki.
It's like, oh,
Like just like trying to like tempt the bandits, and they just catch her like, hey, we found this like weird ass kid.
yeah,
But yeah, she's like acting like a marine, like it's sexy.
sexy time.
Hey, look
Overseas. Wait, overseas sexy guys.
Damn it. Like, Mesukaki, erokaki, erokaki. Well, I guess in this case, it's like tiny kid trying to act sexy, and then
Like not even.
and Marine's just like old grandma trying to act sexy.
Yeah,
But I guess the same energy,
yeah.
same like the kind of cringe feeling. I guess you see Carol doing her own thing. This shot's like really cute.
Uh-huh.
Like whenever they do these kind of like airy lighting shots, it always feels like so like fantastical.
Yeah.
And I guess with like Kaiser Queen or whatever, just in this like pool of blood or souls or
I'm
something.
not really sure.
Like she was mentioning something about like how deep this thing is, and then I can't remember the exact name, but she said the name of that like weird fairy thing that had like the body was inside the golem, where
Yeah.
she stole like the real body of that girl,
Yeah.
like one of the 7 crowns or whatever. So I kind of wonder what this whole thing is. But we also see this shot where like Carol is just talking to her, like the naked one bathing, and then like we see this other one like fully clothed, like looking from behind a tower. It's like
Yeah. I kind of wonder if it's the same case of like maybe there's like the real body and the other one's like a projection or something like that, a clone or something to that effect.
maybe,
Or it could just be complete like illusion type of thing.
or maybe there's 2 like separate entities,
Maybe.
or maybe it's I don't know. There's so many different ways this can go.
Yeah.
Because man, this world is like weird. And suddenly everyone's here, and like
Oh man,
suddenly
everyone's
Ilya.
here. Oh, just like Smash.
Yeah, man, I don't even know how, like these like guys in the background.
Aren't those
I
some
don't-
of the shop like
I don't know these 2. I don't
no,
know
like
these-
the guy with the band is like the shop or like the restaurant owner, isn't it?
Oh
Like I don't know who the other 2 are.
yeah. A lot of these I don't think we've seen before. Like we haven't seen Ilya before. Like she can't like shout form.
Yeah, I don't. She hasn't shown up at all, right?
Yeah, man, she should have come up like. Why don't we get shout form Ilya in like the game?
Oh yeah.
Like in the game, like, we can even like toggle between like the 1 and 2 star version and then like the 3 to 5 star version, like outfits and sprites and everything. So like they should have made it like one be the small one and the other one be the big one.
Yeah.
But they just do like big ones instead.
So sad.
Hachama plays Spicatito. Oh yeah, we haven't seen these twins either. Like Akali and I can't remember the other one.
Yeah. So is the implication like they met them off screen or something,
Probably.
or is
Like,
it like
even when you play the game, like you start the game, like you're kind of new to this place, but then you're new to it, but at the same time you already have like, existing bonds with like all the different girls.
Yeah.
Because of the whole like time reversal thing or whatever.
yeah.
Like it's kind of unknown. But yeah, I don't know Akali because like she's like the good one gameplay wise, and the other one's like I don't know what she does.
I don't know. So yeah, I don't even know what the characters I have do.
Yeah,
Well, I mean I have both, but like I don't know what anyone does.
yeah. And this girl, she has the same voice actor as like Roxy and Mona in Genshin Impact.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like her.
Wait, actually, now that I'm looking at that shot, right?
Yeah.
All of the other characters have shown up this season, like in this particular shot, except for like those middle ones.
I think this one. Wait. She showed up in the first season.
Yeah.
But I don't think she showed up in this season yet. And then these three, I don't think they shown up at all. Well, actually, these two might have shown up in the background, possibly.
Yeah. Like, is there an episode that should have been in between this and? Like, I don't know, or is it something like they were supposed to show up earlier?
Maybe, or they just had too many people that they just like go whatever.
Yeah.
They just made this whole scene just for an excuse to like throw everyone in.
Maybe.
Man, farming the pre-come. I can't remember the name, like Princess Rice, like pre-come.
Too much.
So pretty, and like Kyoka, I love Kyoka. Man, I really like this kind of like glowing like coloring that they've been doing for like the last few episodes.
Yeah. All that rice.
Yeah. Because they need like pounded by hand for some reason or another.
Yeah, I don't know how to rice.
Yeah, there's like this idiot smug face.
So smug. Oh god, that figure.
Oh yeah, the big ass figure.
Well,
is it
the big figure of big version?
Yeah. It's not up for pre-order yet, right?
I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah. Definitely want that. I also want all like the Kyoka ones too, like the figure and androids and stuff.
Why is there no tiny version?
Of Ilya?
Yeah.
I mean, they might make one later.
Like compact.
Yeah. Piccolini is so happy. Man, this and then like suddenly like heart touching moment where she's like oh, I get to be with all these people, like I'm not alone. Like this part like something about how like Kokoro's eyes like just popped up like this, like just feels really like just feel like it just grabs my heart when like she suddenly did this face.
Yeah, you don't really see her with that kind of face too much.
Yeah. Like Pecorino like just smiling and happy, but like she's crying. It's like she feels sad.
God, she's gonna die next episode. I can feel it.
Maybe. But yeah, she's gonna tell like Carol and Yuki about her being like the princess. But like Carol already knows. But I feel like when she tells her, I feel like Carol's gonna go tell the Kaiser like about this development, and which might lead the queen to do like some shit.
Yeah. Well, I think this is the exact moment stuff's gonna happen because she'd be like, "Oh, you have to be, what do you call it? You need to despair more, so I'm letting you go for now."
Oh yeah.
So it's like, "Oh, here's my time." That's
Yeah.
what I'm guessing. I think I mentioned this kind of felt like a final episode type of thing.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably more like it's gonna go dark or something like that.
Yeah. This is like the column before like everything like shit hits the fan.
Yeah. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, prepare your heart. Might have to gotcha. Might like
But like, when's like Pecorino princess form coming?
I wonder.
I can't remember if she has a New Year form or not.
I think she does.
Can't remember if she doesn't. Not sure like which one comes first.
Well, the question is the figure gonna come first, or NA version, game
yeah.
version?
Oh yeah, we're gonna getting the figure of the princess form thingy soon.
Yeah. Okay. Well, speaking of which, guys, right before this, we got our shipment of stuff. So.
Oh yeah, maybe you should talk about that in the beginning of the podcast. But we just got our big ass Ami shipment of 3 boxes, 180 size.
No spoilers. Spoilers.
It's called hyping it up.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we ordered like so much like pre-Korea stuff. Like so we already have like the 3 reviews of like Pecorino, Kokoro, and Karu, like my Furio, the 1/7 scale figures. And then we're getting the Figmas, we're getting the Nendroids, we're getting the Desktop Army, we're getting the 6-star, we're getting the E-Stream Princess form. Is that all of it? I feel like there's more.
Maybe. Well, this is. Are we just Princess Cargo now?
Princess Cargo?
Yeah. Like all these shipments coming. Princess Freight?
Damn. Princess VPN. I mean, they're into this like game road-ish sort of thing. Maybe they are using a VPN.
Wait, no, it kind of feels like they did use a VPN, and that's why stuff happened.
Oh. Use this VPN with virtual castle to prevent this like Princess Connect shit from happening.
Probably.
Be smart like that Demon Dio guy.
Oh yeah. She fucking
Use a VPN.
VPN.
God damn it. But yeah, I guess that's all the anime we watched this week. And took a while to like, cover all of them.
We watched more anime than I thought.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we gotta be opening those boxes. Look forward to it.
Yeah, look forward to our unboxing. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be really big. I don't even know what's in there.
Just like that hole in my wallet, that big.
But yeah. Well, we'll see you again probably next week.
Sometime
We'll
to
have
be
to
decided.
We'll have to see like how the schedule aligns next week. But yeah, as always, anime was a mistake.
Bye.
Sprigatito.
Oh my God,
Sprigatito. Sprigatito.